Hello, gamers. Hello, Ryan. Welcome on in. Let's see. I think this is fine. Though, okay, never mind. That works fine. There we go. The microphone stopped working for a second. Alright, gamers. Today is yet another day where we are going to be doing stuff. As we load in, you may realize that I'm at a little fun little thing here. So I did some things yesterday. One of those things was I rebuilt, obviously I reassessed my energy needs because, you know, I built more things, so I needed more than just 44.1 thousand energy. In addition, I built this setup, which is basically just a bunch of heavy Zhuang. This is, I believe, the most I can make at the moment, at least without running out eventually. I could make more, but you know, by making more, I would eventually run out, which I'm fine with. I might make a temporary extra setup just for that. Dog going nuts. But yes, general idea. I took a lot of inspiration from just looking at random Twitter posts from some Asia server players because they get stuff earlier than we do. So I was like, okay, let me look at what they did, and then I did something kind of similar. There's a couple of differences. I'm like, mostly I made everything more tight. They had a lot of space, at least the one I saw had a lot of space between everything. It also had like this water treatment unit was like placed like right here-ish, and I didn't like it, so I moved it. Like, you know, simple stuff like that. But, ooh, let me actually, real quick. I'm gonna try my best to, yeah, alright. So while I'm in this menu, let me scroll down to heat and night components, there we go. So we got about 786 of them. And welcome in, Attic. What do you think about the lore drop this update? I really liked it, honestly, Winard. Never seen a masked VTuber before, also like the Wispy Sans eye you got. Am I in for a bad time? I don't know if you're in for a bad time. We'll have to see. That might be, then that'll be dependent on your personal interpretation of things. Six, do you smell like oranges or lemons? I've actually been told I smell like paper. Probably because I do a lot of reading, and I own many books. Books are my favorite way to do things. And spend a lot of my time. But yes, I also quite like my eye. It wasn't the original intention, but once it was drawn, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I kept it. Also, I like your voice. Thank you very much, Race Creme. Yes, I believe that's. If you want me to pronounce it a different way, let me know. And yes, Nez is first. Nez, welcome. Can you view the Wuling elastic goods? I'm playing on iPhone and I can't scroll all the way down. Yeah, I can do that. Just give me 1 second. I'm marking a couple of things real quick. Where's my heavy Zhuang? There it is. Wonderful. Okay, I marked that just fine. So now, I could look at our elastic goods real quick. So the elastic goods right now are these, 7. Of which I will be taking these. Why not? There we go. It still takes only 2 days for that to fill out. I'll spray you with lemon-scented cologne. That would be interesting. I don't know how that would come out. Is lemon-scented cologne even good? What do you think about the new operator? I think she's really fun. I haven't played her in a deep dive or anything yet, because I don't really have a weapon for her. So I'm gonna wait until I do some, what do you call it? Get the protocol pass up. because the protocol pass right now I've got it at level 22 from a lot of the content I've done. But I think Fangyi is really good. Now I can't directly show this to you, but I can read it to see. Oh, never mind. There's actually nothing. Oh, it's the daily sign-in. Okay, so if you know the third-party daily sign-in, that has been enhanced. So over the next like week, you'll get an extra 300 ore barrel from it. Protocol pass low-key is so weird. I really like it, not gonna lie. It's a very nice version of a battle pass, kind of. And it feels more like a direct. It almost feels like an event, because you get a lot of things in this game from it that you don't get in others. Because why do I had what do you had level 70 last update? Probably because it over levels, which is another thing I really like, because it means that during the catch up, like the catch up people get good stuff. Then you know, the extra chests are really nice in it. Well, at least from my perspective. I could probably produce, instead of having the same exact setup, why not add more rewards? I guess I don't know exactly what you mean. Thank you for the follow, Racecrum. But yes, I don't know what you mean by, like, why not add new rewards? Or add more rewards, I guess. At least from what I can tell, the protocol pass seems pretty saturated. Do you unlock the new gear from the main story? You unlock the material used to create it, prototype P. So, but yeah, I quite like what it gives you. Like, you get sanity, you get a fair amount. I mean, if you get the Originium supply pass, you see the basic supply is not very much, other than the ore barrel and like the draws you'll get here and there. But the Originium supply pass, which is also free to play, is very nice. It's really worth it, in my opinion. Because normally, like, what you normally get, like a limited pull, or you get one standard pull when you have battle passes like this, and they don't over level. I also need to use a sanity booster, or like 13. Oh, no, I also have exactly 12. Okay. That's really funny. So there we go. But yes, let me headhunt on Fangyi's banner one more time. I have her limited expiring one, so. Alright, anything crazy? Nope, it's just a 4-star. Alright. There you go, catcher. I try not to collect them from passes straight away. That makes sense. I just collect everything immediately because I'm going to eventually have to use it regardless. Speaking of which,
I added a new module to
does Fangyi work well with Abi? So she works pretty well with Abiwana, but you have to be particular in how you use Abiwana.
Where are we headed?
So first, here, because I'm not using her in my team right now. I might try her out later when I have more ability to do stuff. But she can apply electric infliction with her skill, which can be pretty nice for Fangyi. And her combo activates on a final strike on electric infliction or electrification, which stacks pretty well with Fangyi herself as well as Perlica. But it only does damage. It doesn't really do much of anything else. Unfortunately. It's still extra damage though. And then her ult, it looks like it's only extra damage. But then if you go to your abilities down here, you have Tactful Approach, which makes so it applies a 10% electric susceptibility for 10 seconds, which is really nice for Fangyi. And welcome in, Tektura. We love the dinks and the waves. But yes, so you can get like she actually works really well with her ult. The only issue, of course, is it's really only her ult that applies that. So you would be better off in most encounters using Antle instead.
Compose a badge. Because
Antle will apply a very long-term but smaller electric susceptibility. Welcome in, Zorkmod. And then you will also have a very easy to apply combo that does a little bit of damage. And then his ult gives a 10% electric amp. So it's like a more long-term, but not as intensely useful effect, if that makes sense. It's a much more consistent effect that has spikes. I think my current teammates for her right now are Perlica. Does anti-electric amp stack with Fangyi's electric amp? I mean, 100% check real quick. I want to make sure I don't want to voice anything incorrectly. I don't know what. I have a feeling, if I'm remembering correctly, I feel like I saw somewhere that it's something along the lines of like diminishing returns, but I could be wrong. So I'm gonna say take what I'm saying there with a grain of salt. Is that your factory setup for the newer stuff? Yes. So this is the new zone, and this is my heavy Zhuang setup. I could use more Cuprium, but I would be overusing it. This is me basically using exactly the max amount I can get. If I want to also maintain production in other zones. Now, of course, it's also, let's be fully real here, I'm only doing it for gear. Homie, yours looks so much cleaner than mine. That's fine. I looked at someone who had a really messy setup on like Twitter from the Asia servers, and I just made it cleaner. Because I don't like it when my stuff looks really, really like, at least to me, it can look messed up to other people, but I don't like it when I think it looks messed up, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I just cleaned it up a bit and made it a bit more compact. You so lucky. I like to think so. I mean, I heard the best team with Fangyi is Perlica in the first slot, then Fangyi. Maybe. I always put, if I'm being completely honest with you, out of a sense of just like the way it looks, I like having my main DPS in the first slot, personally. I could try it out. I don't mind. Like here, let me try it out, because why not? Then we do this. Like, would you say it's like this?
Since you've sought my aid, I assume it's a tricky matter. How may I help?
Fangyi double dash is so cool. It is. I love it so much. The blink. I have my factory blueprinted and it's so messy I'll need to remake it 100%. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm the same. I just got it working yesterday. It looks horrible, but it works. Yeah, as long as it works, it's fine, in my opinion. I also remade my battery saver. It doesn't save as much battery, but it still saves battery. In fact, let's see how this applies to this stuff. Right here. Yeah, it's in syringe. Wonderful. In the battery. Gonna be fully real with you, I'm pretty sure I'm still overmaking by a lot. If we're being completely honest here. I think I am still overmaking by a significant amount. Wait, she blinks like that? Yeah, and it's an actual teleport, by the way. It's not like I was using it during a boss fight. And it if I recall correctly, it has like an invulnerability or something on it. So I don't even know how that's supposed to work. Unless it was a visual bug. And I was actually taking damage I didn't realize, but it doesn't do like the perfect combo stuff, but I was not getting hurt when I did it. Of course, timing it is more difficult than just normally dodging. So it wasn't like I intentionally timed it or something. I just noticed it accidentally. Why does it say that it gives prosperity for the first outpost? That's weird. Is it getting level 4? The first outpost will eventually get level 4, but doesn't yet. Unfortunately. The cardiac remediation station does, though. That's the one that I did first. I didn't do Sky King Flats first. 3 is the max. You saw me click over to cardiac remediation and then do that one. I hate that there's no more Fairy more whatsoever. I also hate this. Factory must grow. Yes, Dom. Agree. Hard agree. Factory must grow. I love factory. Oh yes, also another thing you guys might like to see as we're getting everything kicked off and started up here. And thank you for the follow, winner. A second outpost goes up to 4. I'm not sure. The first outpost will eventually go up to 4 is what I was saying earlier. Because all outposts will eventually, it's just they currently have a cap. But yes, so I basically just copied my Arknight setup from the Wuling City AIC and put 3 of them, I believe, here. Or is it 4? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I made, yes. I made 4 of them because I forgot that Heavy Arknight was a thing, and then I removed the Forge of the Sky from this one. Zhuang is so busted for the outpost. She is, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's like, oh, I might have, you know, I might need to wait a little bit for the outpost, but I will not need to wait as long as some, because Fangyi is just crazy. But yeah, so here's my Sky King Flats setup. Then my Wuling City setup looks something like this up here. Okay, each limited operator and goes for each of the outposts, except Rossi. Yeah, I think Rossi doubles up on someone, doesn't she? Like, I think she's still good for an outpost, but I think it's for an outpost that another character is also good for. I don't have her, so I can't personally check. But yes, and then here's my normal setup. A lovely amount of things. I did remove all of this extra, like, extraneous equipment because this was all for, like, because I was slightly over mining Cuprium, and so sometimes I needed to use it. But I don't really have any of that problem. Crazy that we don't get arsenal tokens when you don't pull. You get tons of arsenal tokens when you don't pull. My Sky King is my farm setup. Honestly, fair. Not really. You do. So one, you get it from the weekly routine. In addition to that, you also get a pretty decent amount from the credit store. And then you also, of course, I'm assuming you mean not pulling on the limited banner, which for one, you get 10 free limited pulls every single banner and all that stuff. No, there are not enough arsenal tickets. It depends on what you mean by enough arsenal tickets. Because I don't think that it's intended for you to get every single weapon. That's why they last for 3 banners, so you can pick and choose. And that's also why the battle pass weapons are so easy to get. No, definitely not. Yeah, so like, if you're expecting to get every weapon, I would like to direct you to every other gacha game of this type, which usually don't even let you have enough pulls to get the weapon at all if you try to pull for characters. Like to get every weapon even if you pull? Well, yeah, of course. There's not enough arsenal tickets to get every weapon. Yeah. That's by design. You are meant to compromise on certain characters and get battle pass weapons instead. It's definitely what they're gunning for. Well, that's normal. Yeah. So most gacha games will, you know, they have a system where you have to pick between pulling for characters or weapons, which makes them even more stingy with pull materials because most people will prioritize characters over weapons. So if you give too much, then they'll just have every character, even if they don't have any weapons, which is funny. Well, this banner, I was lucky and got her and her weapon the first 10 pull of both, which is absolutely wonderful, Zorg. I got her in the first 10, but I did not get her weapon in the first 10. I put about 30 pulls into her weapon, 3 10 pulls. And I got 2 6 stars, but neither of them are her signature. I lost Zhuang to Rossi, but I have her weapon now. Nice. Oh yes, let me, so there's the Jiren Flow pack? Yep, cool. Okay, so I'm now at a point where I no longer need to worry about anything else, because once I've gotten each of these, I'm good. There is now a non-set equivalent to each of these pieces, which will absolutely slap. So, cool. I believe there's even cryo and electric equivalents down here in the Bone Crusher. Yes, there is. Cool. So I now no longer... Maybe on the chest piece? Nope. There's a chest piece equivalent as well. So I am now totally good. Once you craft one of each piece of this urine flow set, you don't need it anymore, by the way. That is 100% here. Though, I feel like... Is there only 3 pieces of that? I feel like there's definitely should be more. Maybe that's unlocked later. A new repair logic. Wait, did we get more stuff in Wuling City? Oh, because there's a new zone. Yeah. Okay. No, I did get it all. I don't know. But I don't know what team I can put in here because I only have non-main banner characters 6-star and lower. I mean, Perlica. People were mentioning Aviwena earlier. Was really good with her. Antle. Alesh or Akakuri could be, or Arklight. Arklight is actually pretty good for SP generation, but Arklight requires really specific rotations to work. Here you can't choose to pull for one. You need to pull for operator if you want to get signature. Like if they're gonna add exchanging arsenal tickets from ore barrel, this whole issue is gonna be solved. It could be. It'll be really bad rates though. I'll just tell you now. It'll basically, they won't make it much better than pulling for character rates. Like, they're not going to do that, because it's just not how the system's designed. I was hoping we get a new Nexus level. They mentioned Zhuang updates won't come for a hot minute, if I recall correctly. Perlica, Arklight, and Antle are what I'm running for our team. That works. Yeah. Antle or Aviwena, depending on what you want to do. They're both, like, quite good at what they're doing. Managed to get her with the free temple, so I'm still at 79 pity. Ooh, that's super nice. I love that. That's something I also like about this system, Ricky, is the way that they do the dossier and urgent recruitment. Because with the urgent recruitment, if you get something during that temple, then guess what? It doesn't count for your pity at all. Didn't even crack my 20k oro barrel, so I'm now at 26k. Nice. I cracked mine just to get up to the dossier, so I'd have extra total pulls. Okay, I need more inventory slots. That's fair. Antle or Gilberta, better for Fangyi. I haven't checked out much about her teams and such. So Gilberta's kind of interesting. Gilberta is useful because she does apply things like corrosion, and then of course the debuffs on her ult, right? But she's also a little bit rough with Fangyi, in the same way that she's a little bit rough with Lavatane, because their ults last so long. Their ults last a while, and because their ults last a while, you're in a situation where Gilberta's ult just doesn't last long enough. It's the best when it's unskippable, indeed. Damn, I just entered this live and already got a headache? What gave you a headache? Me moving around in the game? I've relays, pylons, 2 mining extractions, pump, and then liquid shear knight and water balls. Okay. Yeah, I've got quite a bit. I could probably move some of my combat towers, actually. I also managed to get our weapon with just 1 pull as well, so that's a big bonus as well. Love to see it. You love to see it. I could probably get rid of one of these. There we go. Okay. I feel like Winard, you might be a hoarder. It's very possible. I wouldn't be surprised. Are you getting enough credits to level up 2 different teams? My sanity is always getting exhausted. You might be slightly incorrect about this. I have had enough credits and materials since the start of the game to level up 3 teams. I just don't fully max them out. No, your factory that's giving me a headache? Oh, okay. But I have this team. I have my Avant team, which does have an overlapping character. And then I also have my Lavatane team, which has a couple of variations between certain teams. But yeah, your supports don't need to be higher than level like 70. If you, what's your priority? Your main DPS level is their first priority, then their essences, and then their gear. Then you worry about artificing. For your supports, you don't really need to artifice unless they have specific stat needs. Like Jaihi has, oh sorry, skills should also go before, like the masteries, the crowns, that should also go before artificing your gear. Oop, all my units are level 80, that's fine. I mean, there's not a huge difference between 70 and 80. Where am I? You have been summoned here. Welcome. Oh, also don't need to do all skills to mastery, not all needed. Yes, if you have characters that are more support oriented, you can be really particular about what characters you get to mastery. What skills. Like if I'm only using Jaihi for her ult and battle skill primarily, then there's specific stuff. Or like if the scaling on one of those things doesn't change much, then I don't need to level it up as much, etc. There's a lot of different little things. Can you show the electric team build? Sure, but it's not the perfect build right now yet. I'm actually, in fact, this might just be a good opportunity in general for me to actually sit here with y'all and put on Fangyi's gear. Because she should have a pretty decent setup. Though, where are we at? I do need to make sure, though, that I have enough items. I think I have enough SP generation in general to justify using this. Nature team? I do not. There is no nature team at the moment. There's no nature 6-star DPS.
Did you just call me?
Yes.
Are you looking for my
Can there be a good pure nature team? Not really. All the nature units right now are hard supports, and I also don't even know if there's enough of them. Like, is there, after Fluorite, Gilberta, and Brain no work? And Ardelia, who's the other nature units, if any? Oh yes, here's what I have on her right now. Let me try and...
This new one
so there, here's the Sheer Night Flow.
Powerful, but I've grown
Sheer
attached
Flow.
to the old one.
And then one of these for the extra stuff, but then I want some of you. For some extra stat bonus. Well, that immediately has significantly improved my damage. So that's funny. And there we go. The air. Yes, the air. Wait, the 13th proxy and next update will be Nature Electric? Not 100% sure. We know nothing. For a new player, what's a good party for Fangyi? Recommend me a good party for an early build. Perlica, you get her for free. Easy to get. Arknight. Also, she's a 5-star, so you have a pretty good shot at getting her. Other good units that pair well with these individuals are Antle. He's a 4-star, even easier to get than Arknight. How much DPS without buff? No idea. I not had time to do all the math on that. The game updated yesterday. Oh, what did you use as kit 2? I got something different. I just used a Lynx kit, a Lynx slab for extra attack. Because it increases the main skill. I'm curious what you use though. And then, or Abiwana is another good unit for the electric team. Loki, I haven't seen anyone using Snowshine. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Tangtang kind of like wiped out any chance that she has of being used much. Arknight is also purchasable with red bonds in the store during Fangyi's banner, so it makes her even easier. This is true if that is something you want to do. I will note, I will generally recommend to people not to do that. The reason is relatively simple. It costs you about 8 pulls worth to get this, which is good in the sense of, oh, I really badly want this character, right? If you don't have the character at all, I could see it being worth it for you. But in the grand scheme, those 8 pulls can like mean more than having that one copy of the character, so it's generally just not worth it to do that. I have Fangyi at level 80, Perlica at 80, other two at 60. My damage is 300 to 500. What's wrong with it? You're probably not doing your rotation right, because my damage isn't extremely high, but it's definitely significantly higher than that. Upgrading skills matters too. Speaking of which, I'm gonna try and get some skill masteries up for Fangyi. Let me see. I mean, her battle skill and her ultimate use this. Is Shen good? For physical teams, she's quite good. I'm not gonna say she's like the best ever, but if I remember correctly, for physical teams, Chen is quite good. I wonder how I'll do on this deep dive.
The wildlands are filled with.
Just check which skills you need. Yeah, well, for Fangyi, it's a kind of similar situation to other units, in the sense that, how do I best explain this? I'm trying to like mentally. My brain's just not functioning right. Her battle skill is like obviously really important, so is her combo, and then her ultimate mostly augments these things. So my first priority should be her battle skill. There. Please narrate your rotation. I have the same team as yours. I'm using Anton instead of Gilberta. So I mostly, at least for, I might need to re-remember it, because I may or may not have, forgotten to an extent what my rotation is from before, because there is a long set of it where once you have like a lot of the stuff related, here, I'll just show you. Because when you first go in, you typically want to start a fight. Oh, my fucking keybinds are kind of messed up. But you typically want to start a fight with Perlica's battle skill, then do a final strike, then do the two combos, then do Fangyi's skill, and then do the other two combos. And then you start with Arknights' ult, which applies electric infliction to everything, then Gilberto's ult, which is corrosion. And this. You could also use Fangyi's ult earlier than this if you want to, but at least in my opinion, it potentially wastes a little bit. At least that's what I noticed yesterday. It could have been that my timing was also bad, though. Accidentally fat fingered Arknight. There you go.
I pulled it off, right? To Serenity, they shall.
So does that make sense from that visual? I used Eternal Jurai auxiliary arm for the ult gain and efficiency on my kit too. That's fair. I think that should be totally fine. I don't think that would be a problem at all. Thanks, you're very welcome. Recommend time for the new character. Should I play Endfield again after quitting? If the game looks fun, then play it. Recommended team for the new character. Okay. And welcome in, Sinai. The thing is worthless if you have max P on that said character. What's useless? Thing is, it's worthless? I don't know what that means. Figured staying in ult state is good. Staying in ult state can be quite good, I would say. But this is my recommended team for Fangyi. Perlica, Arknight, Gilberta. At least that's what I've been enjoying. Okay, I'm gonna continue to play. We'll come back if you're gonna still be streaming. I should be for the next 3 or 4 hours. I have some sanity to burn, and then I'm doing story stuff. I want to try the soup support. Fair enough.
We'll end this fight easily.
I'll be right there. I'm with you. Yield now.
The rest. I spot an opening. We're united. From the storms, it came. Cozy up with gravity.
Yeah. If you've noticed, she sometimes speaks in tongues. As in, I believe they they accidentally used the original voice lines in some of our old lines, which is kind of funny. Fly electric infliction again.
Abysmal.
Well, sorry, this. I'll do this. Damn. Oh, you know what? Your boy might have a little bit of a. That's one thing. If I'm using Gilberto's ult midway through all the other stuff, then I should definitely make sure I'm more careful of the applying electrification before using the ult. Her final strike is so cool, by the way. I'm getting lucky with my ticket usage for Essence Intel. Nice. Okay. Let's do one more. We didn't get any new levels, so I'm not really too worried about any XP related stuff. I find it very funny though that they still show it to me. Oh, Lumo. That's one thing I don't like too much about using supports in my main slot. Is stuff like that, by the way.
You can't escape this.
Cozy up with gravity. Sterilize
Perfect. That
this
should be
area.
pretty decent.
Perfect.
Perfect is this win.
I'm with you.
Perfect is this win. Spot an opening.
I'm with you.
I shall sweep the rest. Perfect is this win. Spot an opening. Perfect is this win. I shall sweep the rest. I spot an opening.
I could have waited a little bit with the timing on that, right? I will say, the old generation definitely would come into play for longer fights. The fact that I can't hear Astra, you know, since they're the same VA is impressive. Well, that's cool. I didn't even know that. Already no exit. Got her in 30 pulls and lost to Tangtang after 50, so 80 in total for Fangyi and Tangtang. Let's go. I don't have the red girl because I didn't log in on her banner. That's fair. You might get her by losing your 50-50. And thank you for the follow, Little Glass. Let me see. Is there anyone who hasn't been on in 5 billion years? I believe I recognize the two up top, so I'll leave them for now unless they tour, you know, even longer. Already.
Endman, I added a new
And thank you for the follow, Gaming Sprinkle.
With each new thing I learn, I realize ever more keenly that my knowledge is but a drop in the ocean.
Holy Saturday. Alright, well, I need to continue the story. I guess I should probably just knock her stuff out real quick. Because, I mean, I'm leveling her up, so it's not like it's doing the service or anything.
The wildlife.
Let me see how this one goes. It should be pretty decent.
We'll end this fight easily.
I'll leave that side to you.
Target locked.
Ready when futile struggle.
From the storms, it came.
Cozy up with gravity!
A burst of storm. A birth of life.
Sterilize this area!
I shall sweep the optimal path. Arts unit, here's our chance. I shall sweep the rest.
I'm with you.
Perfect is this wind.
A definitive outcome.
Quite nice. I like the AoE. I cannot say that I am in any way dissatisfied with it. Alrighty. Can absorb the 3. Then I wonder if I will be at a high enough amount to get a double or not. Probably could have just done all of the 7 of it. It's fine. Okay, so I can just wait for a bit and then eventually do something later. One second. We'll run around here real quick. Get you.
Be extra careful.
Engaging. Stay safe, team.
And I was hoping you'd say that.
Ready when you yield. Now with this wind. Abysmal.
I spot an opening. You responded like lightning.
What a happy day.
Definitely not quite the single target that Avon has, but it has enough, despite the team being weaker, just all around. Like in terms of level, the AoE keeps up with Avon already. When there's multiple enemies on the field. So that's something to keep in mind. Obviously, it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, better than Avon because AoE. No, Avon excels at single target and does not do as well on AoE. Tangtang carries the AoE on the team. So, given that this team has several units that do pretty good AoE attacks, it makes sense that they do better in that front. Or on that front. And you... I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Endman.
So we got her.
I added
Cool. I could eventually do something of the sort. I'll have to wait. Alright. Let's go talk to Mifu. I can't tell who's who. Oh, and this is the regional level too. This is where my extra regional level XP is. Which I do dearly need.
Hey, if only I had done more.
Don't think like that, Tianshu Zhuang.
The damage in Wuling was kept to a minimum. We should be glad about that.
Yes.
Thank you. I just hope everyone is safe.
Boss.
Oh, there we go.
Why the serious face?
It's nothing. I just feel... if you were gonna risk yourself as bait, you could have at least taken me with you.
Isn't a watchguard's duty to protect the city?
My duty is to protect you. You just went through an intense fight. Are you sure you're okay?
As you can see, I'm completely fine. And I must thank the Enfielders. I wouldn't have made it alone.
That's so funny. I could just call her out. She'd be like, she's only putting on a brave front. I'll just say just doing my small part. I'll play into it a little bit. I don't want to tease her.
Fine.
Let's focus. How are things here?
The watchguards are helping citizens resume their lives.
And how are you holding up?
Perfectly fine. Just fighting these guys wasn't satisfying enough. The landbreakers are like walking corpses. All dead inside, no spark at all.
Huh.
As for the traitorous stockaders, they're just pathetic. Can't even use their fists to do the talking like that little kitty.
Many civilian volunteers stepped up during the battle. I'm grateful they were willing to take the risk.
Aw. That's sweet.
What do you think, Mifu?
Indeed. And by the way, the watchguards will resume patrol rotation soon. We'll be sure to properly thank these volunteers.
I'm 100% going to give a thumbs up. Also, if I'm mid cutscene, I'm not going to respond. Hello, gamers. I will not respond while I'm in the middle of things, but yes. And thank you for the follow, Aether. Teto, I finally trimmed the new boss model. Let's go. I need to do that with my Avant team. The good old single target team. I might do that if, depending on how much is left of the story. Give a thumbs up. Aw.
Since we are here, we might as well stop by Fangyi Avenue. Fangyi Avenue is close to the main gate. I hope those Angloid didn't do too much damage there.
Look, that chubby Long is still standing.
It is. The big old floating one. Here, let's see what dialogue we've got over at Lifeng. He's over in the medical ward, right? Yeah.
Is that Li Feng?
Or Li Feng, sorry, not Li Feng.
Tianshi Zhuang and the Endman.
Are you hurt? Wait, you seem fine.
He's got bandage on his nose.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just came to help bring the wounded here.
You look like you've lost your spark.
Today was my first time on a real battlefield. I'm just glad I was fighting alongside Uncle G and the others. The senior watchguards really watched out for me. I only hope I didn't disappoint them.
Given that you're a 6-star operator and they're not, I assume you did pretty
No
good.
need to worry about that.
Really?
When they look at you, their eyes spark with nothing but pride and thrill. Maybe even a little jealousy.
But today, I finally understood how different it is to fight a real person compared to training. The difference is night and day. And seeing my seniors get wounded like that, I just felt awful. If this is what I'm training for, would Mom and Dad want to see me end up like this?
Li Feng.
Go ahead and keep your doubts. Every Tianshi, every watchguard grows by taking a hard look at their own responsibilities. Everyone believes in you. But perhaps it's time you left this place and check out the rest of the city.
Yeah, go see what you've actually accomplished. Damn, if we don't walk in here, he just stays there.
Roger. If you say so, I'll just do it then. Right. There might be people near the array who need help. I'll go take a look.
Good luck.
There we go. All right, let's go. So far, already really enjoying this aftermath. We got to see Tangtang being real cute. We got to see Fangyi, you know, doing Fangyi things. Li Feng, or sorry, Li Feng. I'll get used to it. He's being himself. Mifu. I completely forgot that technically Li Feng is still like a trainee, even though he's an operator. You can deploy directly into battle. Let's go, Japan, my boy.
Yo, look who's here.
Look who's here
The
indeed.
heroes of Wuling City. Admin, Prilica, Chen Qianyu. And let's not forget our pillar, Viceroy Zhuang.
He's not by everyone.
Please. We couldn't have done it without your help.
You flatter me. I was just doing my bit.
I see you're cleaning up.
His bit was
Do you
fucking
need any help?
skateboarding on Zhuang platforms.
Nah, it's okay. Just thinking of opening early. Everyone's been on edge for so long. They deserve good food and a proper break.
I'll taste
If you
test.
really want to help, why not stay for a meal?
Let's go. By the way, these like hot pots, they look so good. I've never had one before.
Uh-oh, easy with that title. Nothing could ever follow.
I just wanted to ask, did I make the right choice this time?
This time, if you ask me, girl, you never had a choice. Our enemies would have come for Wuling regardless of the course of action you choose.
But maybe I could have handled the Qingbo situation better. Maybe Nefereth wouldn't have had the chance if I'd...
Zhuang, yeah. Drop the maybes. They never existed back then, and they sure don't exist today. Honestly, you shouldn't be asking me. Ask the citizens of Wuling. Ask the Stargaters. Ask your own heart. Or better yet, ask the admin.
Or better yet, yeah, my opinion trumps all of the actual
Listen,
people.
admin. She may look strong, but deep down, she needs someone to work back with her.
Thank you, Uncle Japan. Sure.
Engineer Pun, you really don't need a hand? Surely moving the tables and chairs won't take long.
Nah, you've got bigger things to do.
Are we not staying to eat?
Very well. Endman, we should head back. I still have things to discuss with Endfield.
Bye then, Uncle Pan.
Yes.
See ya, and make sure you come back. We've got a grand reopening deals.
What happened in the new story? So far, like in all of it, or because I haven't played through it all
Thank
yet.
you for joining me on this inspection tour, everyone.
It's a relief to see the city holding up. Things look better than we thought.
And with the AIC's support, Wuling should recover pretty soon.
I hope this brings some peace to Li Yin.
Let's not talk about the captain like she's already dead.
Who's there?
You're from the Yinglang Special Task Force.
YSTF.
Here to report to Zhuang.
He looks so fucking cool. Holy shit. What a sick outfit.
The Endfield crisis team's cleared to listen. Go ahead.
The enemy forces were routed under our pursuit. 17 leaders down, the rest captured. One of ours is escorting them to Hongshan now. Among the enemy forces we engaged, most of the tangtang pirates surrendered. While the landbreakers fought as they retreated, most of the captives are also tangtang pirates.
They are stockaders.
Right. The stockaders were left behind like pawns, while the landbreakers withdraw in orderly fashion. An enemy commander likely remains active. However, further pursuit was not possible. We must return to the North Wuling exclusion zone immediately.
No need to. As long as they stay away from Wuling, that's enough. Your service is noted.
One more thing. The Sui regulator has learned about the battle at the Marker Stone. Reinforcements to Wuling are on the way. Given this involves the administrator and Project Shiranite, we must request that the administrator remain in Wuling for a few more days.
Involves the administrator in Project Shiranite. May I ask which Tianshi is being sent?
Only one person, and not a Tianshi.
Okay.
She won't arrive in Wuling for a few days.
Also, Yo, right?
However, she's already used the residual power within the Marker Stone scroll to rescue the captain.
What? Li Yan's fine? Why didn't you say so from the start? This is huge!
How is it huge if she's fine?
Because she made a big deal about sacrificing herself.
Just tell me where she is.
Chen, ease up. Summit has just returned from the front lines.
It seems you remain as concerned for her as ever. Honestly, fine is an overstatement. Her life is not in danger, at least. Please follow me.
She like in a coma?
Li Yan! What happened to her?
She overexerted herself with her arts, but she's out of danger now.
So she's just exhausted and asleep.
When the ink spirit brought her out of the scroll, she was barely conscious. The captain's origin and march are incredibly strong, but the strain on her body is equally unimaginable.
Yeah, the responsibility is mine.
Defeating Ardashir at the Marker Stone would have cost you dearly. Even if you had won, what strength would you have had left to protect Wuling from Nefereth?
It still makes it my
From
responsibility.
my perspective, the captain's choice was sound, and you ultimately proved her right.
Yeah, in the long run,
Isn't right.
that is somewhat correct.
I agree. Arcane has no visible injuries.
Huh? You're right.
Ardashir likely was not trying to kill her.
Don't tell me Ardashir didn't even fight back inside the scroll? This is strange.
He made it really clear he didn't want to.
Time flows differently within the scroll. It's hard to say how long the captain fought. I've seen the captain push to her limit only once. The Angloy remains that day could have covered the entire Wuling city.
Could Ardashir truly be?
Speculation is pointless. We can only wait for the captain to wake up.
You have a point. Endman, let's move elsewhere. Arcane needs to rest.
I just want to appreciate how well they animate the eyes in this game. Something you don't see in too many other video games, especially not gachas.
You never change.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I love how the eyes look and how they're animated. Also, I wonder if that'll serve as like I don't know, fuel for Chen, because so far Chen's been kind of like it's clear she's in a little bit of a
Now that Arcane is also safe,
rough patch, kind of
we
motivation
can
wise.
truly
I'm not
consider
100% sure.
this chapter closed.
Yeah, that's kind of meta, Fangyi.
Feels like so much has happened. At least the feud from Valley 4 is finally put to rest.
Endfield's mission, however, is not over.
It's never
Our
over.
ultimate goal here is to advance Project Chironite and contain the Wuling Very Large Rift.
Exactly. Summit also said HES sent reinforcements.
Thank you for the gifts, gamer.
Then let's not waste any time.
I feel like someday Shen might get a 6-star conversion. That's what I was thinking. Prolica might too.
Project Chironite is important indeed, but progress cannot be forced. You have been helping Wuling non-stop since your arrival. Some downtime is not only deserved,
Only if you get it too.
it's also necessary. Feels unfair that I'm the only one being told to rest.
Prolica's like, heh,
All right.
got him.
But will you promise to take care of yourself?
That tiny smile.
I promise. So, for today at least, or the next few days, I ask you to remain in Wuling City as guests. Consider it a brief respite. Everyone at Fengxing Avenue would be delighted to host you. We can resume work once research on Chironite has progressed.
Alrighty.
Tianshi Zhuang has a point. Well, I suppose I could use the time to organize my reports.
That still sounds like work to me.
It does.
If you need help, just say the word.
Then it's a deal.
Damn.
There is still time.
So is that a vision of the future, a form of PTSD? I'm curious. We'll find out what it is. All right. Hopefully. Now we've got process 6 left. Contact our friend here. Wait. Oh, I have a level saying grab. Yeah. Oh, crap. Rip. Alright. How are things, Tianshi Zhuang? Emin, I was just about to toast you. I find it so funny they call it texting toasting. Do you have time to meet me at the Markerstone Flats? Okay, I was hoping to meet too. So, are you free right now? Sure, heading right over. So I believe this is probably the start of like the character story chapter.
I'd rather give credit to Zhuang
Hey.
though.
Made it this far. Maybe I should learn fighting.
Hey,
Wait, people play this game? A lot of people play this game. There were like 14,000 people just watching it yesterday. Not on my stream specifically, but I'm talking about like just on like the Purple app, for example. I thought it died on release, Loki. No, it's actually doing better than a lot of other games at the moment. I believe especially from a revenue perspective, so. One moment. There we go. Easy enough to handle. All right, cool. The wishing is why I left. I have no self-control. Yeah, at that point, it's like the bane of your existence.
I shall rest well tonight.
Enfield has just kind of gotten closed for the players who don't engage about the game outside of more dedicated spaces, so it's harder for outsiders to see the game still being lively. Maybe. I think it's just also because the Arknights setup is a lot of it's very internal as well. You know what I mean? Like Arknights itself, I feel like I didn't hear about Arknights until Endfield. Outside of like a couple of trailers. Whoa. Trying to show Zhuang? Zhuang? I personally like the factory. How long did you wait? How long was the story? At least several hours.
well, it's all right. I just arrived too.
You absolutely didn't.
And you? All drenched in sweat. Did you come rushing here?
I like how both of these are excuses. Also, that face is wonderful. Yeah, did some running to stay fit.
Liar.
I saw you nodding off too. And I caught you napping. That makes two of us. Alright.
Nefereth left quite a mess. There's a lot on the agenda, and it's a little tiring.
Anything I can do to help?
The AIC factory has quickly restored our post-disaster Shiranite production. The Tianshi pillar array is also working properly again. As for city repairs, Nifu is handling it well, and Tangtang is taking care of her stockade. I shouldn't be asking you, but...
Ask me for help. I want it. You asked to see me. Must be something important. Yeah, I like this one. Come on, I gave you a promise, and we fought as a team.
Technically, the fall of Nefereth should have brought peace. The lantern that symbolizes the peace of Wuling should be lit again. Even now, the lantern remains dark.
Does that mean Wuling is still in danger?
Indeed, Endman. A new rift has appeared under Wuling.
Under Wuling. Arknights is in the same situation, yeah? Okay, yeah.
Words won't explain it. I should just show you myself.
Yeah!
Hey! Not again.
It's funny how she's very reserved until she wants, like, to take us somewhere, and then it's like, alright, you're coming with me. No option, just gonna grab you and go. Also, I will say, I really like the Arknights community so far, and the game and the lore and all that in the universe is super cool.
A viceroy of Wuling must constantly monitor the status of the underground array. This is why the office has an elevator that goes straight.
You're punishing me for keeping pace? I bet you trained all those joggers in Wuling.
Definitely not. But my schedules are packed. A leisurely walk is a luxury I can't afford.
Imagine she inspired that
It's second nature
trend.
to me. The matter is urgent, so I just dragged you along without thinking. Though I blocked Nefereth's hit, the aftershocks have compromised the Shiranite Dam. A new rift has appeared.
Well, hopefully we can handle this.
最高权限，通道开启。
Layouts of the underground area are quite complex. Stay close when we get there.
Alright. Seems like it would make sense to me.
Wuling City is located on a rift hotspot. To suppress rift formation, we need more than the surface-level tincture pillar array. The surface-level and underground arrays work together to keep the rift in Blight Tide at bay. The underground array is buried deep under Wuling. Hardly anyone knows about it, but this is for the best. If we had kept the Shiranite Dam intact, the rift would have never reached here. Careful!
I feel like I remember this place. The music is kicking in. I like it. The situation is far more complicated than I thought. Arknights is the best gacha both in terms of game community. I'm totally not biased.
Enough Shiranite here to keep the tincture pillar running at full power, which stops the rift from getting bigger. But as long as the rift remains, Wuling will not be safe.
What help do you need? I feel like being direct is good.
To
She was
counter the
directing us.
rift, we have decided to restart R&D for our rift sealing device, the Shiranite Nexus.
Okay. Oh, I love blueprints.
However, the
Okay,
project
that was a
was
sketch, not a blueprint.
interrupted. What we have right now is an incomplete prototype. That's where you come in.
My Iridium arts? The Shiranite Nexus sounds rather familiar.
It's not surprising. After the project was stalled, the Nexus became a key component of the Shiranite Forge. We only decided to retrieve the Nexus because you were with us. We now stand a chance to complete the project quickly. I dragged you to the underground array to let you observe the rift up close and assist you with your work. Ether energy levels are now very low. We must retrieve the data before it climbs back up. The observation point is up ahead. Follow me and watch your step.
Alrighty.
After the battle ended, the original structure was completely destroyed. Nevertheless, we used Shiranite to create a temporary path.
Oh. This is such a sick-looking area.
数据正在传输中。
Those portals are like what we saw before. Yeah, scroll portal. Is this available on Android, sir? I believe so. I believe it is.
Yes.
Where does it lead?
10 years ago.
$10 years ago? I don't think telling her it better not be a joke, because
The scroll preserves what the Wuling Science Station had left behind back then. Just a few traces. Once the dust settles at this place, I'll take you there for a tour.
look forward to it.
But you might be disappointed. The things inside are really old.
It's only from like 10 years ago.
传输已完成。
Alright, next stop is Uranite Nexus. Oh, there's Anglo behind us.
Not good. Ether energy levels are rising. We must go.
Nice. Make a to low cost of download with full resources on Android? No idea. I don't really remember. It's been a while since I got the game and first downloaded it.
I like being busy, actually. Purge!
But is it working? I mean, the game is working, yeah. I'm on PC right now. Why is this game getting so much hate? It looks good because some people don't have critical thinking. They see big number and they go, oh, big number must mean bad for certain things. I don't know why, realistically, it's getting the hate that it does. I play it and it's really fun. It's also got way more variety than most gacha games, which makes the gameplay a lot more interesting to me. Sup, A-Rider? Welcome in.
Boss, I put the files on your desk like you said.
Endman, would you mind waiting for a bit? There are a few files that
But my
need
building
attention.
pity. Yeah, that and people who like to build pity and tell themselves it's not gambling with extra steps, they are the individuals who hate on the game. I've only played Wua. How's the story on this? I need to give it a download. Actually, that's a great one to have a jumping off point from, because it is kind of similar, but there are differences. Gamba, only one more temple. Yeah. But yeah, I think the dystopian like setup is kind of, it has like some stuff that aligns well with Wua. This is a little bit more lighthearted, at least so far. There are serious moments, but all of the characters have some pretty good personality, and they have moments where they're a little bit of a goof, including the main character, if you decide to make those choices. So there's that. I think the universe is really cool. I've collected most of the current lore pieces that you find around the map in the game, and I've read them out, and I personally really like the lore, all that stuff. So, thank you for your response. You're very welcome. Honestly, I think mainstream gachas story-wise are very similar. They are very similar for the same reason a lot of like popular manga and manhwa can be very similar. A lot of popular anime can be very similar. It's because that, you know, they find a formula, it works. A lot of those companies are more interested in getting the formula to work than making something specific. I will say, regardless of what anyone says about this gacha, the fact that it has the uniquenesses that it does in both story and gameplay, I really like. It does have certain overlapping aspects, but for the most part, it's very nice. Are you free to play? Yes, completely free to play. And then, would you mind waiting for a bit? There are a few files that need my attention. Don't worry, I can wait. Or here, I'll just say, sure, I can sit around for a while. I can just sit around for a while. I'll just hang around in her office. Also, I want to say, one thing I mentioned before, relatable. Stacks upon stacks upon stacks of just files and random knickknacks. A 10-year-old vintage bamboo bowl. Bamboo brew. It must be very precious to Fangyi because she has not even touched its seal. Wait, it's 10 years old? Yeah, okay. Well, I know why it's special. Has the grind been worth it? I spent money on Wuwa, but I'd like to restart a game as a free-to-play. I would say so. It's super worth it. In this game, you actually, it's very free-to-play friendly. For one, here, I'll just real quick explain before I continue the story. For one, you have a 6-star pity, but there's a guarantee that's separate. That's why a lot of people get confused, is because it has two different pity systems. One is for 6 stars on their own, one is for a specific character. This game encourages you to save 120 pulls to fully guarantee a character. Now, you might think, oh, 120 pulls, that's a lot. But you don't only get the character for that. First of all, if you pull a character at 120 pulls, you're guaranteed 2 6 stars. Because you will get a 6-star before them. So either you will get the character and you'll win your 50-50 and it won't cost you 120 pulls, or you guarantee 2 characters in 120 pulls. Sometimes you guarantee 3 characters in 120 pulls or more. It depends, because you can lose multiple 50-50s in a row. But some people hear that and they go, oh, that's terrible. However, when you pull in this game, pulling for characters gives you the currency to pull for weapons. So when I pull a 6-star character, the max star character in this game, like the highest rank, I get enough currency to do a full 10 pull on a weapon banner. Also, the weapon banners last for 3 total banners. That's another thing. And let's say I'm pulling this character, Fangyi, right? Or here, this might not open for y'all. Okay, so let's say I'm pulling for her. If I lose my 50-50, I can still get a limited character. The limited character I will get will be one of the 2 previous banners. So you can lose a 50-50 and still get a limited character. So I think that this game is very worth it. I'm a free-to-play player. I would say I've been moderately lucky in terms of characters because I've been hovering around the average, but I also been winning more 50-50s than average. Actually, technically I haven't. But the 50-50s I've won have been favorable, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't got a ton of, like, Leaf Fangs. I got, like, an Ardelia, you know, stuff like that. I've gotten some copies and stuff. But most of my 50-50s have been favorable, so I would consider myself a little bit lucky. I was very, very lucky at the start of the game. But as time has gone on, it's averaged out a bit. And I have all but 1 standard character and all but 1 limited character. Which, of course, I thoroughly enjoy. Yes. View Mifu's memo. A note written by Mifu. Things are hectic, but if you only eat when you're free, then you're never going to eat. Yes. Agree. An application for the usage of Arknight Nexus. The underground rift beneath Wuling City is expanding. Given the nature of its location, various rift sealing measures have been deemed less than ideal as the consequences might be severe. The Chansha has finally decided to use the Arknight Nexus to seal a rift, but the user of the Arknight Nexus must be in close proximity to the rift. Risk levels are high. Despite knowing what the dangers involved, many Tianxia still volunteered. The candidates have yet to be finalized. Okay. My main gripe are the expiring tickets, which I think is totally understandable. I see the expiring tickets as arsenal ticket food. That's how I see them. Because I think if they made them permanent, they'd give you less. and the expiring stamina. That I also understand. I think that's their way of dealing with not forcing you to play every single day. Because realistically, if they just made it so your stamina was filled every day, then you would get around the same amount as you would from sanity boosts. But the difference is you would have to use it every single day. Versus this gives you a way where it's like, okay, I can use my stamina, my sanity, every couple days. And then on one day where I'm playing more, I can use my sanity tickets to just dump a bunch of double sanity activities. Which of course is quite useful.
Orignium will carve a path for us.
Speaking of which.
Did you just call me? Are you looking for my company?
Okay. There you go. Yes, one more. Thick document holder with Zhuang Fangyi's recent health examination reports. Constant exhaustion has taxed her health gravely. Many indicators are below healthy standards. The doctor has written a full page of prescriptions that she never followed. I'm about to... Yes, I'm about to scold her. That's what I do. Finally saw someone look at sanity that way. Yeah, like that's what it's designed for, from what I can tell. That's the intended way to use your sanity. Zhuang was my first pull. I've been enjoying DPS Ember, then might go back to her. She's just so satisfying. That's fair. How about taking a break?
What makes you say that?
Did you ever get some proper sleep these few days?
I am properly rested. Exhaustion will lead to mistakes at work. And mistakes are something we can ill afford right now.
What's on those files?
A tally of losses incurred by Wuling. It's better than my estimates.
The files.
Let's head to the research center and get the Sheer Knight Nexus.
How do you like the leak? I love the leak. She needs an alternate outfit, but I love the leak. I can't wait until we get an alternate outfit, because then my saved ore geometry is going to 100% just all be used immediately. What's in these files? Imagine it was that's exactly what was mentioned in the purple app chat too.
Endman,
The files gulp.
The Tinsure of the lab should have retrieved the Sheer Knight Nexus.
Like, hey, what, you know, shouldn't we be talking about different kind of files right now? Endfield? Who are you using with her? This is my team, right here. I'm using Perlica, Arknight, and Gilberta. Rumor has it there's an onion in 1.3 that's a partner support of the leak. Absolutely.
Tianshige, what's going on? I thought the Sheer Knight Forge would be open by now.
The forge's pressure valve is malfunctioning and can't vent at all. We can't take out the Sheer Knight Nexus.
Let me see. Yes. There's a problem with the pressure valve control script. Overwriting it will be difficult.
Can't we just get the engineers to take this apart? The forge is obsolete anyway. We can't let it delay our subsequent tests.
It'd be such a waste to take it apart. It might be old, but it's still useful in research, and it still works.
Thank you for all this.
This little old engine kept us company for quite a few years. But our need is urgent. Just to get a team to dismantle it.
Yeah.
No rush. Perhaps I can try adjusting the command script. Endman, can you lend me a hand?
Of course, I'm actually good at that. All right, let's open up the Sheer Forge. I hope it's a puzzle. Yeah, let's go. I love puzzles. All right, cool. Oh, this one's actually okay. Well, I was hoping for something a little bit more puzzle-like, but all right. Gave me 2 puzzle pieces and only one place I could put either of them. All right. Oh, why was that even there? It sure was a puzzle. It is.
I only saw this on a design drawing before.
Years have passed since I last saw this thing.
Did you set up the acid yet? Yes. I already have stuff making Het Knight components. I can show you later. Locks only keep out honest people. This is true. It's very easy to pick out, to pick most things. I love watching, I think it's like lockpicking lawyer too. He's funny. So unfollowed. Welcome in, gamer. Thank you for the follow. Is this the Zhuang Nexus? Or is this a prototype?
If only we continued the project. The next iteration could have miniaturized it further for portability.
I got some questions.
Ask away.
I managed to dump most of my pipes into primary machines. It went pretty well. You know, it's set up. I'll properly show you. If it could stabilize rifts, why halt the project?
The Sheer Nexus has great potential, but also problems that cannot be overcome. It consumes vast amounts of Sheernite to work, but that's no longer an issue since we're making a lot more Sheernite. Another problem is the way it fights the rift. It's essentially brute forcing.
Okay. Oh, so it's dangerous, yeah.
Yes. Sudden release of Sheernite energy will react with ether and lead to unpredictable losses. Solving its issues within short notice will be challenging, but with your help, the damages can be minimized, and Wuling City would hardly be affected.
I see no reason to deny this. I got an idea, but I need surface blight tide data.
Of course, but the latest data has yet to be exported. This warrants a trip to the monitoring center.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
But I have a few things to entrust Tianshi Ge with.
Alright, I'll head there first.
Sure. Once I'm done, I'll go find you at the monitoring center.
Did she want us to stay? I feel like she wanted us to stay.
Hey.
I'm suspicious. What do you mean? She came with us, guys. Here she is.
Something's off. The results don't match the expected model. Hey.
Is that Mifu?
Emin? Why are you here? I'm still monitoring the blight cleanup at the monitoring center.
Tianshi Zhuang and I are getting some data from here.
The boss is coming too? Don't see her anywhere.
I'm right here, Mifu. Our work won't take too long. I hope we're not disrupting the cleanup.
Of course not. In fact, most of the blight messes nearby have been cleared. Let me tag along. I'll see if I can be helpful.
Let's take a look at what is right here. View the blight tide data. Oh, immersion mode. Let's go. Nice.
What of it, boss? Hope the instruments aren't damaged.
No. The data stored within is intact as well. Analysis of the data looks rather promising.
That's good. Is this a science date?
A little bold, but worth a try. This solution will further reduce Shirenite consumption. Me fool. Did you see something that won't work?
No, I don't know science. It's just the first time I saw someone keeping pace with you. People once told me your ideas are too wild and impossible.
I wonder who she got that from.
Nobody told me that before.
No need to overthink it. It's great we got someone who thinks like you for once. Gotta work on something. I will leave you to a wild brainstorming.
Are you trying to say something? Why are you quiet and why are you smiling?
Nothing. Just thinking about the past. How the science station people used to discuss questions. Like what we're doing now.
My frames. Discussed?
Yes. Every idea was bolder than the last. We got more intense with every discussion. When I first heard their argument, I thought they were fighting.
Have you argued with other people?
No. I was young when I joined the science station. It wasn't my place to talk. But listening in the discussions taught me a lot. I learned a great deal as I sorted files for my peers.
The science station crew definitely liked you. For hardworking, helpful, and diligent, you must be popular.
Perhaps I was. Now that we have a working idea, why don't we use the Shirenite Nexus for a field test? The test is risky. Let me think. Chijentai is an islet outside the city. It's pretty much empty. What do you say? This islet was set aside early on as a test site, but it was abandoned when the Blight Tide flooded it. Now that the Blight Tide has subsided, we can use it to test the Shirenite Nexus.
Cool.
Hey.
Whenever I get to talking, I'll slowly walk. Okay.
Hey.
A bunch of swords. Okay. Makes sense.
Dead beasts. Was someone here? Well, that someone did the work for us. Before we start the test, let's clean the rest of the place.
Solid. All right. Let's get this done. I hope I can get drops from these enemies. Because these are all the kinds of enemies I want.
A burst of storm. A birth of life.
Just spam her battle skill.
Show's over.
Holy music.
Handman? Tianchi Zhuang? Why are you on the islet as well?
Really is annoying how you run fast in the dialogue during running. Yes, it is. I've missed so much dialogue as well.
I thought I cleaned up all the beasts along the way. Turned out I missed a few.
I just got her not long ago. I'm so happy I repaired with Perlica, Arknight, and Aviwenna. So basically, I just have Gilberto instead of Aviwenna. They both do really similar stuff, though. I just have Gilberto more built. We're here to run a test.
Yes, it's a dangerous test and
Oh,
you
it's
need
the
an
Fang.
uninhabited area. This islet is the best
Or
option
Lifong.
available.
Oh, is there anything I can do to help?
Evacuate.
Could you guard the raft station and tell people to stay away?
Oh, she wants some personal time.
Much appreciated. So, are you here for the sword Tianshi Li left behind?
I guess so, but not really.
Get out of here, buddy.
When I was a kid, my mom and dad would bring me here for training. Once the battle was over, I wanted to come and pay my respects. But upon arrival, I didn't get a chance to say anything before the beasts pounced at me. I know you're on urgent business, but can you give me a while? Just a short while, to say a few words.
It gives her extra admin time anyway.
Thanks, Emil. Mom. Dad. This crisis taught me something. You are more than my parents. You performed your duty.
He's trauma dumping now. He's at a grave. He's paying his respects to dead parents.
It was not only I who needed you, but also many others. Yet I was just a clingy kid who always wished you could be by my side at all times. Sorry. I was really selfish back then. Well, that's it for me.
You weren't being selfish.
It's only natural for children to miss their parents. You knew they wouldn't reply, yet you kept your message to heart. Always remembering, and never forgetting. That is definitely not selfish.
You have that grave reserved for a date? Oh, bruh. It was reserved like 5 minutes ago. He's been here since before it was reserved.
Thank you, Ant-Man.
Also, this is very sweet. Look, Fangyi, this is his paternal characteristics.
I shouldn't get in the way of your test. No worries. I'll make sure nobody barges into the place.
Test environment is basically stable. Let's head to the platform.
And hi, Kai. I might replace Arklight. Her combos don't activate that often. For me, her combos activate very often. Make sure you're final striking. That's very, very important. I was wondering why he like submerged, but I guess I don't know. It like goes down. Yeah, it does. And thank you for the follow, Kai. Thank you for the follow as well, Lazy Boy. But yeah, Arklight, her combos trigger a lot, which is pretty nice. I originally thought she wasn't gonna have much synergy, but she's actually doing fairly well in the way I have this team set up in the rotation. I don't really use her battle skill though. I'll point that out. Didn't expect to run into Liu Fang here.
He always wanted to be here. When the opportunity came, he took it without hesitation. When Tianshi Li and his wife were around, they'd invite me too. Li Feng barely reached my knees back then. Time really flew past me. The kid's a big boy now.
That and it, and an understanding, helpful one at that.
Yes, he's just a teen, but he knows far more about duty than many adults. He takes after his parents, dutiful, selfless, and utterly without fear.
Am I not getting combos is piloting issue? Yeah, as long as you're final striking a lot, with the energy and stuff, electric, it's good. This is my experience. Oh? Did you get her? I did.
Careful.
Can we increase the power output further?
Don't worry. I got it.
Good. We can seal the portal. Let us begin.
Sure. I'm ready.
It's very quiet.
Is it all right?
How did it go? Are you all right?
But I'm still a little...
She thinks I'm busy. If by the end of this quest, she doesn't just outright drag me somewhere.
There's a situation at the Bureau of Swordmancers. We need your assistance.
What's the situation?
The joint Endfield and Wuling defense system upgrade has encountered an issue during deployment. The Tianshi are unfamiliar with Endfield tech, and there's little they could do about it. I have to stay aboard Zhuang to coordinate the deployment and can't make it to the site. Endman, please work with Tianshi Zhuang and assess the incident.
Of course. We're heading right over. The rift is in the city. If the defense system upgrade fails or encounters an error, and if the rift could not be closed, the outcomes would be devastating. Endman, we should get there ASAP.
What about the underground rift?
The reports show that it's not that urgent yet. We should head to the Bureau of Swordmancers while there's still time.
Alright. A message from a Tianshi, the Bureau of Swordmasters?
No, it's from Mifu. She told me that our injured are coming around.
How's the game going? It's going good.
I have to see them.
Don't worry, tend to your wounded. I'll solve the technical issue.
But...
It's all right. Leave it to me.
All right. Once you're done, meet me at the central laboratory. Before I go, we'll need to do some preliminary data logging.
Sure, I'll see you there.
Okay. See you later.
Yes. Alright. And nice to see everyone is enjoying Fangyi, or perhaps being teased by her not arriving.
So sorry about this. It happened during deployment. We don't know why, but we are getting error messages. The engineering module. Something might be wrong with it. I've got my colleagues to help.
Enman, the torque transmission module that reported the error is giving off strange grinding noises. But we couldn't simply fix it because Endfield tech differs from that in Wuling, and we don't want to break anything.
Don't worry, let me take a look. You want the 50-50? Yes, I wanted the early 50-50. Because I had a guarantee after 12 pulls, and then I won my 50-50, so I got her in 12 pulls. Like, I got her in 10 pulls. Because I traded a little early. But I kept pulling to get up to the
Interesting.
dossier.
This energy feedback system. I think I could use it in my own project.
So, no more problems, I hope. Oh, we skip here? Fair enough.
Well, it's working as intended.
Enman, if you have time, would you mind staying for a bit? We got so many questions to ask you.
I have a date with your boss. Maybe next time. I can't keep Tianxia Zhuang waiting. Let's go.
Tianxia Zhuang's work does take top priority. Don't let us keep you, Enman. We'll take care of the rest.
I don't care if it's work or not. The leak maintains top priority.
Gotta hurry to the lab. Tianxia Zhuang should be there already. I hope I didn't keep her waiting for too long.
I could just teleport directly over. Not gonna lie, I could just teleport directly over. Reason I'm skipping here is because I want the vampire man. Also fair. That's fair. I totally get that.
I think the Endman's catching some rest. Long distance hauls can get really tiring.
Endman, you're here.
Where's Tianxia Zhuang? I hope I didn't keep her waiting.
She left already, in a rush too. She also brought the Shiranet Nexus along.
Okay, so she's probably going down. She didn't wait for me?
I'm not sure. I did, in fact, ask her about you. But she shook her head, said you were too busy with something else. Oh, before she went, she left you a letter. It's upstairs.
A letter? I have a feeling she's gonna try and do something stupid, and I should probably go stop that from happening. I'll spoil Rossi in 20 pulls if you think I'm capping. I mean, I don't think you're capping. I pulled Fangyi in 10 pulls. So I pulled Lavatane in 2 pulls. Don't worry, I'm not gonna disbelieve your good luck. Next patch should be Mifu and Vampire Boy. Green Hair Girl would be next patch after that. Maybe. We'll have to see.
I should say something, but even if they regain consciousness, these injuries would probably affect the rest of their lives. How are the patients?
The injured are coming around. Give them some time and they'll be back on their feet. But the young girl, her injuries are grave. It might affect the rest of her life. A tragedy for one so young.
Thank you for the sub, gamer. And yes, I'm going to, one moment, because there's something I need to attend to real quick. I'll just leave you guys with the music, and then I'll come back in a second. I am back, gamers. Fangyi out? Yes, see. I in fact have gotten her in pulls as well. For my ore barrel, it's 71,000. It makes it 140 pull. Oh, it's nice. Love to see it.
Thank you. I'll take a look. Uncle Zhao.
Zhuang, you're here.
I came to
I'm
see
waiting for me
her
to pull.
too.
Good. She just fell asleep. If she knew you came, she'd be very happy. Our girl dreamed of training under you. She wished to fight the Blight Tide on the front lines. But fortune did not smile on her.
I'm sorry, Uncle Zhao. She's a good young lady. Fortune did not smile on me either. And look after yourself. Please, talk to me if you need anything.
It was a great battle. You must be busy too, Zhuang. There's no need to worry about me.
Uncle Zhao.
It's okay. Just go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll get by. Things will get better. They always do.
After visiting the injured, a somber Zhuang Fangyi bids everyone farewell.
I should go now. Wonder how things are at the Bureau of Swordmancers. I'll take a look there. I must handle the task at hand.
Okay, so I can't do anything else. Oh, did she see Enman talking to people and be like, oh, I shouldn't bother him? Or did something happen on the way?
Something's off. The results don't match the expected model.
You gotta communicate.
Shame on me. How could I have acted with such selfishness?
You little... I'm gonna be real. I hope he gets angry with her. Well,
So many
they,
people.
because Enman could be
So
anyone.
many things. All of them could use your help.
She needs a scolding. She does.
This is my responsibility. The duty is mine alone.
Wasn't she just telling us that we could... You see, that very contradictory, very hypocritical. She supports this when it's us, but for herself, she does not.
The file you wanted is upstairs.
Good. I'll get it signed and archived. Thank you for taking the trip for me.
You're here on your own. Where's Endman?
Oh, the Endman. He's needed elsewhere.
That means you head down there yourself. Are you really sure about this?
Yes. We've upgraded the Sheer Knight Nexus. The risks are much lower now. I can do this on my own.
Okay. So, anything else I might assist you with?
That'll be all, Tianshi. Carry on. Hey.
Oh, now I'm me. Wait, I'm not me. Oh, this is where she left the letter. Gotcha. Documents. Form consent form for test safety. Title of test. Oh, it's just, yeah, okay. Participants must be as close as possible to the Earth to conduct this test and will therefore be exposed to powerful pulses of aether energy. Researcher's signature, verifying sign. Okay, so it's a disclosure, or not a disclosure agreement. It's like a liability waiver. So this is basically like if something bad happens to me, here is my like will. That's essentially what this is. This team isn't complete because I have to max out fitting. Fair enough. And then this is her letter to us, I assume. By the time you read this letter, I will have already left. Your assistance has improved this Arknight Nexus, and it no longer poses a threat to Wuling. But I have to... Okay. No longer poses a threat to Wuling, but an attempt to forcibly seal the rift would not be without consequences. However, I do know with certainty that I can seal the rift on my own. As for the price, I alone should suffice. I have penned a letter to grant Geyipu and Mifu temporary authority over matters in the city. In the end, Wuling will endure and move on, as it has always done. There was a time when I thought I would never see the departed, that memories would remain as they are, things that linger in our minds. But you appeared, and the faces of the departed overlapped with the sights. Memories were reignited, one after another. They replayed themselves. I remember when you first visited the science station. I stood in the crowd and gazed at you from afar. I hoped there would be a day where I could... I don't like how they're doing this. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of annoying because I can't read it in time. Like, if I'm trying to read it out loud, I can't read it in time. I have to wait until it's done. Okay. I stood in the ground and gazed at you from afar. I hoped there would be a day when I could share my perspective and ideas with you. When I finally got my chance, I found myself stuttering and unable to form a coherent sentence. I thought you would probably just remember me as a young girl who kept avoiding you for reasons unknown. A decade has gone by. You and I are the only ones left from the crowd of yesteryear. But you still walk among us, and you have made me feel that a figment of the beautiful times has remained instead of leaving me completely. And that is enough. You are the administrator of Enfield Industries, while I am the viceroy of Wuling. Wuling is my responsibility, while you are destined to push further into the frontiers and to shoulder burdens of far greater import. Asking you to join me on this mission is akin to me forcing you to take on my duties, and you have already done so much for Wuling. So, use your speed reading skills and get your ass over there.
Apologies for reneging on my promise. As a leader yourself, I hope you can understand the choice I made.
You don't have zip lines for this?
You've helped me repair the Sheer Knight Nexus. That is already more than enough. I shouldn't ask for anything beyond that. After all, it was my negligence that placed Wuling in danger.
You're pissing me
The
off.
suffering of the people in the city is my responsibility.
I get it, but also, like, she's only applying this logic to herself, which definitely is making it.
Furthermore, witnessing a project spanning more than a decade, fulfilling its purpose, that is the lifetime wish of any Tianshi. On this quest for discovery, one's final stop is often the starting point of another. If this becomes my final stop, then use it as your starting point for our push towards the North Wuling exclusion zone.
Yeah, okay, man. Okay.
Zhuang, you're the only one left in the science team. The path will be long and hard.
You're the only one who can be the Viceroy. The completion of Wuling is essential to the Academy. You've got to take on the responsibility.
I'll take on anything if Wuling's safety is at stake. I know you'll always be there and have my back. That gives me confidence.
Just fulfilling my roles and performing my duties.
If we're friends, you should at least share your problems.
Tenshi Zhuang, are you sure there really isn't anything else I can help you with?
You shouldn't be doing this alone.
Boss, I'm always here.
认证通过，最高权限，通道开启。
You've arrived. You told me to meet at the lab, but then you got a head start. That's why I decided to beat you to it.
How long have you been waiting here?
Oh, not too long. Just arrived. What about you? Something happened? Why didn't you wait for me?
I can do this on my own.
You're lying. But it's all right. I waited for you, and you're here with me. we do this together.
Cute. Yes. Yes. She still deserves a light scolding. No more of this behavior. Listen to your friends.
The ether energy is getting more powerful. And this is within the Tianshi pillar array itself.
Keep going. We'll find out why soon enough.
True. Let's try to get closer to the rift.
Can a girl be a little self-sacrificial for some fun? Maybe a little bit, but not like this much. Working herself until she's exhausted and then making these kinds of decisions? Wild behavior. True wife right there, indeed.
Let's keep moving.
Cut off the voice on again.
The path ahead is completely destroyed, but there are no Sheernite we can use nearby.
Go to the scroll with me.
It would seem.
Is this her lore? Yes,
our only
kind of.
way forward is the scroll.
It's the main story quest. The portal to 10 years ago.
Yes. More accurately, it contains impressions that the science station left in my memories. And this is thanks to the proxy. Her power preserved these experiences. Despite the years, none of them have faded. Let's go, Endman. I'll take you to my experiences 10 years ago. The lab. What should I expect? Which memory fragment will I see this time? Just as I expected. Ether energy has changed this place. The area within the scroll is in chaos. Familiar, yet completely transformed.
Our path is blocked by these stones.
The stones don't look like science station building materials. They look like Sheernite of the underground array. The two spaces have blended within the scroll. This is my first time seeing it, but the Sheernite in here looks inert. But if it's Sheernite, we can simply energize it, and I'll be able to move them.
But if it's Sheernite, we can simply energize it and be able to move them. Easy. I can do that. Yes.
All right. I'm leaving it to you.
And people will send random friend requests just because they want to fill out their friends list. Use the jet drone to spray liquid Sheernite on the Sheernite sliding block. Push it slowly in the block slot, into the block slot, and restore the Sheernflow track system. The direction of the Sheernite sliding block's movement is determined by its position relative to that of the controlled operator. Okay. Yeah, I get usually at least 1 or 2 a day. I got a lot when the game first launched, though. I hit 100 friends really quickly.
Endman, the way out has been illustrated by the proxy. The butterfly shall take us to the start of the drawing.
Is that the start of the drawing you mentioned?
Yes. Where the drawing starts, Changes give birth to opportunities.
Enter.
I see the portal. It's at the bottom of the column.
There we go. Let's keep going. I love how this area is designed so much. Oh, would you look at that?
We've arrived.
Why does she even have a voice line there? Who's that? I mean, this one's clearly Fangyi.
Hi everyone. My name's Zhuang Fangyi.
She looks
young
perfect.
and inexperienced.
HQ said they're sending us a young and gifted Tianxia, but you're even younger than we
Oh, maybe she's
expected.
like smaller.
Oh, you flatter me. My work is hardly worth mentioning.
Nah, don't sell yourself short. You're the youngest Tianxia of HAS. We're really honored to have you here at the science station. So, did you read the papers and reports we sent your way? Your senior has been waiting. She is interested in your views.
Of course I am. How is it? I've read it quite a few times. Some points are very exciting. But something was tucked between pages 26 and 27. A comparison of eggs laid by short-tailed and long-tailed fowl beasts. I don't know why it's there. I also read your other papers and listed a few questions.
You are too honest, girl. That's my
It was only later that I learned she left it there on purpose. It was a little trick of hers to see if I'd read her data thoroughly.
That's interesting. You were really thorough. You even researched the mistakes too.
Stop laughing. The time to reminisce is over. Now it's time to make the final stroke. That's the exit.
So when you visit the underground array, would you enter this place?
Occasionally, whenever I think about the past, I'd enter the scroll. However, I never knew what memories the proxy would show me. Sad or joyful, I'd only know when I see them.
Probably kept her very grounded. A thin compilation of scientific theses, someone has flipped through it religiously, detailed notes, and have been left at every page. The reader really got into the details. There's also a bookmark with a chubby fowl beast drawn on it. She's always liked her little chubby beings. Is there a way to like interact with her more? No. Oh, okay, she's... I thought she was standing there for a reason. She just didn't realize that I ran ahead. That's a funny AI moment. Oh, there should be another portal. Question mark.
No second chance.
Oh, I actually have to worry about this now.
Trust it.
Ready when you are.
More portal. More memory.
If my guess is right, this should lead to the meeting room. We need to eliminate the blight before we can move the Sheer Knight blocks.
So this one's gonna be about blight removal. Or rather, like, the mechanics are going to be about blight removal.
Butterfly is going downstairs. Looks like we'll have to take an unconventional route to the meeting room.
Seems so. Has anyone died yet? Not yet. I'm still here kicking.
Let's head down the elevator shaft, Endman.
Injured souls who share a vision. I quite like the name of that as well. Can I jump on this? I can. Oh, but I slip off. Once you learn the premise, you pretty quickly figure out what's going on.
Do you still get dizzy from this inversion?
Already got used to it.
This one looks bigger. Oh, it's because it's one of these.
We're at the meeting room.
Where are they cheering?
Endman, this meeting room was where we announced the birth of Sheer Knight.
And this. Yes, okay, yeah. That means I was around, right?
You weren't at the science station. You were taking care of something else. But
okay.
We notified you of the news at the first opportunity. You also congratulated us.
We finally made our first Sheer Knight. The crucial step has been taken. Plenty of ideas can finally be achieved.
Yeah, Zhuang said she wanted to build a Sheer Knight city. Look, what do you think of our first break?
At least with the AIC, it's very easy to produce your knight.
That
So I imagine it was really revolutionary.
We'll make them. This Shira night just opened up opportunities for us. Oh, this city of yours? It's got hot pot, fried skewers, burgers, malts, and ice cream, right?
She does look a bit younger. Like her face is softer.
You're already
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's placebo.
Don't spoil her, Zhuang. Good health is what you really need to do solid scientific work. Uncle Zhuang feels the same too. So don't forget to set aside a place for exercising, okay?
Okay. There'll be a plaza.
Yes. And it's a really big one.
Can't believe it. No one mentioned what really matters. Schools. Make sure you have one. The success of Project Shiranite has created a new science. More Tiancha will continue our research.
Of course, my mentor. It's at the most important location of the city.
It's all there. Everything is now in Wuling. Time to leave.
Go. Have school tomorrow. Alrighty, gamer. Have a grand old time. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Message to the administrator. Dear administrator, we got some terrific news today. After years of work, we finally synthesized the novel material Shiranite successfully. Its performance metrics are well above our expectations. Shiranite is proof of the theoretical framework you proposed all those years ago. Just sharing this piece of joy with you. I'm also praying that your ongoing expedition is going smoothly as well. Sincerely, Wuling Science Station. Oh, this is the expedition that got us put to sleep. When we supposedly, according to Ardashir, got betrayed. So, something very significant and very bad potentially happened then. It's interesting.
There's only a short distance to go.
One more portal.
Blades unleash! 惊天无声，流电彻云。
Show's over.
I'm with you.
Great strength. Crystallize.
I'm with you.
Thunder roar.
Hey.
Alrighty. Temple's left dog till guaranteed. Let's go. One more portal. Then after this, I can show you all some factory stuff and all that good stuff.
10 years ago, multiple buildings at the science station were destroyed. This is the only monitoring station left. When the SAR team arrived, they were positive about finding survivors. But the tragedy only revealed itself when they delved downwards. They learned that fortune had never paid a visit.
That's rough.
The data room. The SAR team used it as a resting stop. Endman, the path to the monitoring station is upstairs. We must don proper blight protection to enter the monitoring station and get through 3 authentication doors.
List of casualties. Reporting organization unit, Wuling Provisional Search and Rescue Command. Male, elderly, found in the ruins of the labs, ID verified. Instantaneous fatal injuries, no life signs. Female, young adult, found in the ruins of the labs, ID verified. Multiple injuries across the body, no life signs. Male, middle-aged, found in the ruins of the filing room, ID verified. Severe head injuries, life signs unstable. Male, young adult, found in the ruins of the filing room, ID verified. Multiple fractures, pelvis, femur. Treatment provided with pelvic stabilization belt and splints. Currently under care. Make sure I don't miss any of this. Anything over here? Interesting.
Endman, I can send you up there with Shiranite. Light eliminated. Let's keep going.
Love the soundtrack.
This is the safety door that we just passed through.
We're much faster this time.
There's Shiranite over there. I can send you up.
Just gonna turn this down very slightly. Hypergriff never misses with the music except Mystic Light Coast, but we can very conveniently ignore that one. Yes, I didn't even know it was a thing, so I can very easily ignore it. The music is super good. Target center, or is there two masses? Again, it's just
The hall is now clean of the blight. We can proceed now.
yes. Let us proceed. There we go. She looks rough. Yeah. What happened?
It was the time when I just learned that all my seniors and peers had died in the accident.
Yeah, we saw in the
It
report
all
earlier.
happened so quickly. They were filled with hope and ambition mere moments ago. Every face was once so vivid and alive. All of them were gone. Never to be seen again. Why? I can't waste my time on tears. It's all right. Just let it all out.
To an extent, she's kinder to her younger self.
I've got no time. There's too much to do. You have today and tomorrow. You have plenty of time. How? I'm the only one left.
Fear not. Others will be joining your side. You will not be alone.
What should I do? Somebody, please. What should I do?
You've done well. Things were hard at the beginning, but you persevered.
Trees will blossom, even upon the most blighted lands. Will you have faith in this vision?
I will. No. I must be strong. No matter what happens. I must keep going. Apologies. It's embarrassing that you had to see me in such a mess.
It's only talking to her, you know. Are you alright?
I'm not feeling terrible. This was all in the past. What we saw was but a fragment of memories. A moment that had long passed us by. Let's go, Endman.
Do we just leave her in this place?
It's all right, Endman. Some pain is destined to be left in the past. There's no need to turn back. I've decided to move along, carrying their unfulfilled dreams.
This is probably my favorite character story so far, not gonna lie. Though I'm also really invested in Fangyi's character. Like, it's intricately connected to events we're already aware of, so I understand the full gravity of everything. Combined with it expanding on a character I already really like.
Spawning around the rift. I'm afraid a hard battle is waiting for us. A hush of thunder, a streak of rain.
Yeah, okay, I think she's supposed to be speaking that in whatever the language is you're playing the game in. It's just, I kind of want them to keep that, almost, but it wouldn't make sense, would it? For them to just randomly have her... Well, I guess maybe, because I guess they technically have, like, alternate languages.
Stronger. Getting closer might be risky.
So maybe it's intentional. I mean, if it isn't, they could justify keeping it.
Endmen, more Angoloi are coming up. They're yours. Keep your distance, but don't stray too far either. This shield can counter the ether energy up ahead. Try to stay behind the shield.
I plan to. Arknights already has also native timing of voice lines, and Endfield already had the rossi.
Don't stray too far.
Yeah, I think it just seemed out of place because the rest of her lines weren't like that, and she hasn't been established doing that. But even if it's unintentional, I think it sounds nice. Like, I like the switch up, personally. So I wouldn't mind if they kept it, and then just justified it by saying that, personally. If it's not intentional.
We must be careful.
And if it is intentional, then I like it, so I do not mind.
I can take it.
Oh, I always forget. I need to use that a bit more liberally.
Your end awaits.
I just spam this every few seconds? It's crazy.
Watch this. Take him out. Show's over. Get crushed.
The seniors. I made it.
Didn't even let her finish the voice line?
Your end awaits.
How could I simply stop right here? I must see it. The future that everyone is willing to sacrifice everything.
I'm glad she's regained her will to continue and not just sacrifice herself.
Show's over.
Oh, crap. Wait. If I'm correct, I don't think I take any damage.
Second chance.
This is mine, and I will not allow anything to stop me. Especially not this puny rift.
Nice.
I must remain strong. Thank you, Endman.
I should be the one thanking you.
Why?
You never gave up, even after all these years.
Knowing that while I slept, many continued to forge on and stay true to the path. Though I woke without any memories, seeing you and everyone who persisted, my fears would subside.
So you can feel fear as well, Endman.
Yes. I fear that those who once walked with me will end up leaving. Qianxie Zhuang, tell me, will you leave me?
I promise you, I won't leave that easily. The rift has stabilized. The light of the Marker Stone Flats should be back on. Let's head back together.
Lovely.
Endman, we have been running around all day. I imagine you are exhausted. Shall I see you back so you can rest?
It's okay. I'm not tired at all.
Then, shall we walk a little more together?
Yes, absolutely. It's the JoJo meme. Yes, 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 yes. It's the 10-year-old drink, right? What is this?
Bamboo brew. It was made by the science station team back then, and I brought it along.
That's the update? Great,
Since
love it.
my seniors are no longer around, I don't know who to share this with. And so, I never opened it. But now, you're here. An old friend coming to visit. Such a moment calls for a drink.
What's this taste? I never expected this.
To save resources, we fermented leftovers and scraps from the agro lab.
That's horrific.
Taste wasn't on the agenda. But this is a flavor I'm quite fond of.
I could learn to be fond of it too. Or rather, Endman could be.
Truly, the flavors from the past.
I guess I'll have another shot.
taste anything peculiar?
Starts off bitter and slowly gives way to sweetness. Yeah, I would say.
That's right. Flavors of the past.
Rossi not coming home, unfortunate.
Time truly flies. I barely realized a whole decade in Wuling has slipped by.
Zhuang, will you stay at Wuling?
Endman. Wuling has become a part of me. No matter what the future holds, even if fate forces me to leave, my path will always lead me back here. But rest assured, Wuling and I will always be with you. We are united by the same cause. It would be my great honor to walk the same path with you, Endman.
She can't keep getting away with this. It's too cute. Gently down the stream. Okay, ornaments are cool. I do have a new mission. Oh. Oh, I completed it. Okay, never mind. Enjoying yourself thus far, I hope, fellow admin? I am. Really, really enjoyed that, honestly. Oh, upgrade any depot node. I forgot about depot nodes. I was sitting here like, why do the deliveries start feeling lackluster? It's because I forgot to upgrade my depot. Thank you, Protocol Pass, for reminding me that that exists. But yeah, that's such a fun quest. The music was so good. I'm very glad that I saved up for this lady, even though I got her in like literally 10 pulls. Could I have possibly gotten Rossi? Maybe, but then that 10 pull that got the character could have been on Rossi instead, and then I could have had to pull Fangyi to max or whatever, but who knows. At the end of the day, we'll never know. Because I didn't do it. Okay, so this up to here. It's actually a very good amount of all this stuff. Oops. This one should be fairly easy. I just want to at least complete one, you know? I don't think there's any other depot nodes in the region. Yeah, not zone, it would be region. Oh, something I should take count of though is it regional development increasing that causes, I don't remember. It's exploration level, right? That causes more ore, not regional development. Just trying to make complete sure.
The air is dry, and the sky.
Nice. It's regional development? Okay, in that case, I will have to check on that. The pure water wheel is super solid. Cool. Because my regional development just hit the new max level, I think. At least it was the highest it went before. Yeah, cool. So, Did I get anything crazy for that? I got a standard pull. I also got a profile theme. I'll take that profile theme. Why not? Should be fitting for our girl here. Nice. Early League wife, always a plus. Definitely enjoying her being the main focus for character play in this patch. I also thoroughly enjoy that. The profile theme actually looks so good. It does. That's actually crazy cool. I like that a lot. I could have gotten that way earlier if I remembered that a depot exists. Not gonna lie. Okay. Outpost prosperity to the current limit. Yep, that's fine. Let's see, what else do I have I can do? That I can do. Currently, it's RDM 10. Okay, so all purity upgrades is at regional development 10. Okay, then I already had it. It's fine. This is as far as I'm aware. I don't believe I had. I did notice I was starting to get extra of something. I don't remember what it was. But I was suddenly over full on, I think it was Farium. And I noticed I was going through it slightly slower, so maybe the purity on one of those increased in Wuling. I'm not sure though.
Conventions of
Because I don't feel like it was a huge difference.
Enderman, take this.
Cool. Now I got my girl. Now you have some pulls for another character. Indeed. And then all the way to max on this one.
By etiquette, I should put it in proper storage, but personally, I'd rather keep it within reach, where I can see it at all times.
I have no problems with this.
Still waiting for something?
Endman, I added an... With each new thing I learn, I realize ever more keenly that my knowledge is but a drop in the ocean.
Okay, let's see if I can handle the clues over here. Or not. Clue exchange ended. I have many a clue. I have so many of these, and luckily for me, they are all just chilling here. I'm gonna see if there's any room to send any of these. No, none. Alright, I'll have to wait. Oh wait, there's one. Haha. I triumph. And then I double triumph, because I get that too. I should probably do another one. Yeah, just to be sure. Okay. So gamers. I will have to actually do more later anyway, but for now, I want to get a crown on Fangyi before we do anything else, because I want her to have at least one thing that's 3 crowned. And I should have hit enough energy. Yeah, I did.
All
Okay.
operators accounted for.
I'm trying to remember the rotation that I was using earlier to make sure I'm able to do it from memory.
We'll end this fight easily.
It's Perlica battle skill, and keep doing this until final strike, and then do that. Use my skill, do this. Then, while they're all in the air, I can arc light. Roberta. That applies corrosion. I use this girl.
Target locked.
Then during Roberta's ult, I do this.
I shall sweep the rest. That's the optimal path.
There you go.
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork.
Very nice. Okay, and I only need 1 from this because I have to use the rest of my sanity on another protocol space. And I do have some pulls for another character, which is nice. Especially because there's going to be a rerun banner. And then it's going to be a while before we get another like proper banner. so I don't mind that at all. It's more time for me to get other stuff. It also potentially opens up more room to possibly get like Rossi. Yeah, very easily can have all of that. And 2 professors. Wait, what? Oh, 3 million. Cool, gotcha. I can easily get that. I don't have to wait very long at all for that. Holy, 144. Insane prices. Is there anyone who can sell it for more than me right now? There is. Crazy. I mostly use it as just a way to hold extra stuff, but it's just a lot. Okay, so got you. Now for Wuling. I'll have to do my quest for the environmental stuff, but first, I should do the protocol space for crisis drills. I believe it's this one. Yeah, it is.
Are you ready?
I will say, Fangyi's AoE, super solid. Extremely solid. I'm gonna try a slightly different combo. Okay. My bad.
From the storms, it came.
Instead of applying corrosion, I'm applying this. Well, it's fine. Ult left.
I'm with you. I shall smash. Ready? I shall sweep the rest. Perfect as this wind. Perfect as I spot an opening. Storm, awaken. Abysmal.
Outstanding technique. Impressive.
Okay, the dodge didn't quite work. Unfortunate.
Patching up. Stay alert.
What just happened? Did you just eat Perlica's thing and take no damage? Oh.
Returning is my ready futile struggle with wind. Abysmal.
How inept.
That her final strike is so
This wasn't
great.
a hard-won battle.
And I hope we can get a training room aboard Zhuang at some point purely for practice. We have the technology. Well, you kind of have a training room. I mean, for one, you can load up these activities at any point in time. I know Rodagon or whatever is really good for testing damage. Some people use the marble angloy thing too, the little crystal orb, but that has like some kind of modifier on it. The training room is called Ruan-Yi. Oh yeah, Ruan-Yi is another one. That one's good. You also have, obviously, for AoE, you have all those protocol spaces. So, I don't know if they need to specifically make a training room. I wouldn't complain if they did, though. Also, I just autopiloted and forgot that, you know, I should, in fact, be handling that. What a lovely little miniature tree. Where can I put this? Is this only allowed to be placed in, factories? Or no, it can be placed around the map, right? Let me... I don't know where I want to place it. Because, like, I could put it in her office. But I feel like you can decorate the map with them, yeah? Yeah. I feel like it would be better to put it in a place where I go a lot.
Entering core AIC area.
So like, right here. Verdant spring wakes upon the enduring land, yet friends have gone and times have changed. Fill her office with just chubby lung statues. That'd be really funny. Oh yes, speaking of filling things with other things, well, I've got a bunch of quests to do too. Quite nice. But I have one for the water wheel. Not the water wheel in Chingbo Stockade, but
Hey.
400 stock bills for taking a photo. You know what? I'll take it. Absolutely. Love to see it. This one, just batteries. Here. I should probably actually start using this. Let me change it to this. I have way too much. Alright. No. The stock redistribution. Yes. Okay, so all this is permanent stuff, and then this down here is my temporary stuff. I did buy a lot of permanent stuff. I probably could have saved, but it's fine. Realistically, like it's all right. Do I want to artifice her gear immediately?
Did you just call me?
Let me see what stats I'm working with, so I can fully. Skill damage bonus. I mean, I think doing it for main stat is fine, right? So let me start with her kit, which is will, intellect, battle skill. I'm gonna see if there are equivalents for all of these. So there's combo, but not battle skill for non-set pieces. There is, of course, both intellect and will though. And I can bulk assemble them. I should not bulk assemble them. Maybe like 5 at a time. This one I can bulk assemble a little bit more. The one with intellect. It's gonna be so funny if I do it in 3. Okay. That's fine. I can actually use her old ones too. That's cool. Wait, why is this a good match? Oh, because it only has 1 stat. Well, that's cool. Yeah, so they both have the same kind of setup there. Then I can just make another 5. That's it. Isn't this the peak gameplay you guys are looking for when you decide to watch an Arknights Endfield streamer? Of course, while it may not be the only thing that I ever stream, it's what I'm streaming right now, and this is the peak gameplay. Whoa, crazy. Actually insane. Insane. Also insane. It's actually crazy. I don't think there's anything that's going to give me will. Is there? Agility, intellect, agility, strength. Okay, yeah. So nothing here is worth me doing any of that. I can, however, come over here, look for Tideful, I think? Or is it Aether? One of these has more intellect. It says, yeah. Though then again, Tidefall should be generally better for this, because Tidefall can be used on more pieces, pieces than this one can. So no point using Redeemer armor because it's expensive. Crazy. Yeah, maybe it's personal anecdote and it's unreliable. I can't wait for bulk artificing update. Having to manually go through all of them is pure suffering. I'll still do it anyway. Probably. I don't know. I like it. I'm weird. The bulk assembly though, I'm totally like, yeah, please, thank you. Because assembling them for me is the annoying part. Actually insane. Okay, so we have the pulsar gloves. There's none that's gonna have more, so I'm not even worried about that. Cool. Alright. Cool. Yeah, my focus, as with most things, is ensuring the highest chance of success. Per, like, upgrade. You can always filter it by stat and gear piece from menu on the bottom left, so it shows the individual pieces. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Lamau. Yeah, there's all this. I think I'm looking for will right now. I guess I could just include both will and intellect and cryo. And battle skill. Okay. Oh, it has, if I do that, it does all of them. Okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, my gauntlet should be fine to do anyway. I've got two different stats to do on it, so. Yes, specifically this. This and will are the two main stats for it. But I can upgrade using these. I'm glad I saved up so many artificing catalysts, not gonna lie. After this, though, it's time to, you know, get some gear upgrades or craft some more gear. Or, like, you know, leave the factory running with my gear production, you know? I definitely notice a difference between good match and standard match, though. For me personally. Not about to sit here and act like I'm the only person that exists. But when I personally do it, I definitely notice a difference. Nice. Nice. And this is will and intellect. Yeah, it's so good. It's super good. What the? That's insane. That one's actually crazy. But yes, there we go. So it should be a pretty substantial increase.
I added a
Yeah, it
new
is.
module to the Tianshi apparatus.
It's like 400 attack-ish.
Shall we see how it performs?
Now keep in mind, I do have some etching on the weapon, but it's minimal in terms of its actual impact. The main impact is this right here, which is the arts damage increase, which is super, super nice. Oh, do I love it dearly. Once I get the protocol pass weapon though, I'm instantly switching up. So, I won't be able to get it in the first week, unfortunately. But, I will be able to get it, period. It will eventually be mine. Okay, so what do I want to do next? What gear piece do I want to do next? Probably, if I'm being like fully honest here, probably the link slab, right? Do 5 of you, and do 5 of the link slab itself. Did I filter? Yes, but I already know which one it is, so kind of a waste. Hey, can you show the rotation, please? I can show it in a minute, or I can at least tell it to you. You'll have to give me a moment. I'm just trying to do some upgrading. Thank you. You're very welcome. Well, in advance, I guess. Okay, so for these characters, this is my personal team for Fangyi. I have Fangyi, I have Perlica, I have Gilberta, and I have Arknight. The way that I do the rotation, Discord, I have one, it's in a card link in my bio. It's a public Discord. I don't add people individually. But I do have a public community Discord that you can go to for questions or anything like that. I also throw in a notification whenever I go live. Or whenever I'm about to go live. But, with the rotation question you asked. So, when you are playing this team, I usually go in, and the first thing I do is hit Perlica's skill. This puts electric infliction on all enemies in a small radius. I then follow that with a final strike. So the big attack from Fangyi. As soon as I final strike, it triggers Arknight and Perlica's combos. Or sorry, it triggers Fangyi and Perlica's combos, I think. I immediately use the 2 combos that pop up. Then I use Fangyi's now enhanced battle skill. And then 2 more combos will show up. I then press both of those combos. Once both of those combos have been pressed, I can use Arknight's ultimate.
Escape this.
Then, almost immediately after, the second the ultimate is done, I use Gilberta's. This applies electric infliction and then corrosion. Corrosion makes them weaker to all elements. Then I pop Fangyi's ult and use Perlica's ult, because these 2 are just pure damage, so they need to be done immediately after Gilberta's ult is triggered in order to maximize Gilberta's ult. Fangyi will not gain all of the benefits of the ult, of course, and basically while she's ulted, you just spam battle skill, essentially. You want to use as many Fangyi battle skills as possible, so don't ever use the battle skills of any character other than Perlica and Fangyi. That's how I run this team, at least. I'm sure there may be other ways that other people run the team, but that's how I run it. There might be some real specific benefits to not doing it that way, though.
Did you just call me? Are you lucky?
But yes, alright.
Be it for foes or guests.
Now I can show you kind of what this looks like when you use it. So first, Perlica's battle skill. Then I hit this, the 2 combos show up. Then I use Fangyi's battle skill and 2 more combos. Now sometimes if they're all grouped up, you'll get an easy hit with that. Otherwise, you can just go right into Arklight, then Gilberta, then Fangyi,
A birth of life.
then Perlica,
Like wind and thunder, we gave them a storm.
Nicely done.
I spot an opening.
Ready when you are.
I shall sweep the rest.
as you can see, a lot of it is just trying to repeat and hold on to your ult as long as possible. Arklight will continuously refund SP, or sorry, will continuously generate SP, so you have a lot you can do in that amount of time.
I pray that the land.
I'm unsure to what extent Fangyi's battle skill will do that.
A definitive outcome.
Thanks.
achieved through strong team.
Can you write or make a video for this rotation? I mean, it's nothing crazy. If you want, you can clip it on Twitch and just rewatch what I did and my explanation. If you ever go in, because I keep all my VODs, they're public. So if you just go to there where I'm streaming, which is also in the card link in my bio, then that'll work. It's not a super complicated. Well, it's complicated in the sense that you have to be careful of where Fangyi and Arklight are in the rotation and where Gilberta is in the rotation. That's really it. So like with the ults, it matters a lot. And then with Fangyi, it's more about just making sure that you don't accidentally consume the things that Fangyi needs to do her stuff with Arklight. Because in order for Fangyi to properly make use of her mantra of sundering, it consumes electrification. Something else that consumes electrification is the battle skill on Arklight, which you can then use it. You can then just ignore using the battle skill here. It just takes a few attempts of getting used to it at first. Yeah. Okay, so you first use the skill of Perlica. So first you use the battle skill for Perlica, then you final strike with Fangyi, which is basically just holding down the attack button until you do the final strike attack. This triggers the combos for both Perlica and Fangyi. Then once you use both of their combos, it triggers Arklight and Gilberta's combos. And then once their combos are triggered, you have Fangyi's battle skill up. You have enough SP for it. So you can then use Fangyi's battle skill and the 2 combos. And then you start doing the ult rotation I mentioned, which you can do Fangyi first. I'm not 100% sure if it's a massive difference, because basically if you do Fangyi first, then, you know, all that stuff. Again, please. Like I said, you can always just go back in the VOD and watch it. I'm not gonna go over it over and over again. I don't even know if it's like a perfect rotation either. It's just the rotation that I use that works for me. You can always go back and watch it. It'll be fine. It'll be saved on other platforms for eternity. I started screen recording. Yeah. You can go into the ones that I've already recorded. It's fine. Don't worry too much. It'll be fine. But yes. What do you call it? If it weren't for the double stock build cost, I could do something else with it. But yes, so I should be able to crown more of her abilities now. Bruh, okay, thanks. I mean, you had me explain it to you like 3 times. I don't think you can complain too much about me not wanting to explain it a 4th time. I'm fully down to explain it for people, but if there's a way for you, if you're just trying to look at it and you're not confused and you just need to look at it again, it's recorded for you. It's totally fine.
With each new thing
It'll be
I
alright.
learn, I realize ever more keenly that my knowledge is but a drop in the ocean.
Her combo should be next. But yeah, I'm sure you'll get used to it just fine. Her attack kind of fluctuates, doesn't it? I don't know why. Kind of odd. Alright, let's try using my boss team against the deep dive. And see how this goes. In combat attack buffs, like from ally weapons? Yeah, but I wasn't in combat earlier. And my attack is lower now after being in combat. Earlier, I was just hanging out at my factory. Unless being in the range of the factory gives an attack buff. Oh, I forgot I have to actually do all the levels of
Ready
this.
for
Okay.
a really long trip?
Let's actually just see how it works with Yvonne's team, period. Might be the attack buff from resting at a TP point then? Maybe. Well, I didn't rest though. I don't ever rest at TP points, I'm gonna be real. Unless it gives it to you automatically for teleporting or something.
A frigid output.
I shall.
Not me forgetting how this is all supposed to work.
Logic.
I also 100% fat fingered that, it's fine.
From the Veritas be with you. This is cut. Let us dance.
Is automatic for teleporting yet? Okay, gotcha. Then that makes more sense.
Simmer down.
Okay, bro. In a sense, this lady's gonna be really annoying with this fight.
We are united beyond the need for words.
With this team, because Yvonne requires so much like setup. I'd have to wait until a moment like this to proper ult. But even then, she teleports instantly after. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to do the funny button.
A frigid output.
And if it's automatic for teleporting. Okay. Probably bad then. Is Yvonne or last try better than Tangtang? Better with Tangtang? I think they're both just generally better with Tangtang. I don't know like what you mean by what is like best. But at least as far as I'm aware, it might be Yvonne because Yvonne, I don't know. I think they both do really good single target damage. Yvonne does better single target damage though, I'm pretty sure.
Gathering data.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, nice. You just get juggled. Alright, if you get hit by the first one, you're probably screwed. It's suffering to pop ult and have her instantly run away. It is.
A frigid output.
This one up.
The corruption. Fireworks for you. Simmer down. Light of the land. Get ice. Power shots. Ready to blow. Let's get a finish with the fight.
Alright, thanks. You're welcome.
Feel the chill.
Okay, that's cool. Yep, alright, sick. Yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to be very careful of.
Feeling much better. A frigid output.
Gonna absolutely don't play.
Analyzing.
Best thing I've done today.
Where can I find the codes at? What codes? Like, you could probably Google any ones that are globally always available. But I don't know what you mean by codes. If you're talking about, like... Are you talking about, like, codes, like, you put in to redeem? In which case, yeah, you can just find whatever ones are globally available. I don't know about any new ones. I haven't heard of any. I think they sometimes accompany certain events.
I shall pray for you.
I need to get the red gems, the ore barrel. Yeah, I don't think there's a crazy amount of them. The, like, stream rewards and stuff get directly mailed to you in-game.
Your terror. We are united beyond the need for words. Who's faster? Sanitize
try
the
this.
corruption. Got you in sight. Fireworks for you. Light of the wind. Opening spotted.
Okay. That's a strat. That's 100% a strat, by the way. Tangtang coming in clutch yet again. Those Arknights did this to a bunch of characters as well. What do you mean did this to a bunch of characters as well?
One more shot. We are united beyond the need for words.
A frigid output.
That's very rough. That's fine. Okay, gotcha.
Power shot. Get ice. Who wants to fly? Veritas be with you. Power shot.
Jeez.
You can actually do that. Phew. One more shot. Power shot. And a guilty. Phew. Yeah. Perfect shot. That was it, my turn. List subject violations. Let us dance. Finish with the fight. Let's flip the world. Fully energized. Go, Rusty.
Veritas has graced this battlefield with its touch.
Yeah, we can now continue our journey.
Tangtang's ult is the key. When it comes to trying to do this in the time limit, Tangtang's ult is the key. I'm also going to food buff the crap out of my team. Just cause I wanna go in with no holds barred. Is that the right term? I think so. Yes. It's something like that. Use this. Zone of On, of course. And Tangtang. And then the other two, I'll use Jakob. Okay. Immediately open this up. Crisis. And boom. Let's go on.
Finally, heading out. I was about to go
Alright.
Analyzing.
to none. This was cut. Let us dance. Cozy up with gravity. Fully energy, let's get icy. My prayer has Veritas be with you. For the cheek, awesome! Can we do it again? This is my turn! Opening spotted! Get ice! Who wants to have fun? Ready to blast? Go, Rossi! Analyzing.
Okay. Dang, that's so annoying. Alright. So the primary issue there. Whoops. Alright. There we go. That does phase her. Where are the drops? They're on the purple app. Oh, sick. Okay. I realized that. That's my bad.
Awesome! Can we do it again? Get the chill. Power shot. Ready to blast. Go, Rossi. Got shooting sight. List subject via. Let us dance. Relations. Cozy up with gravity. Ready to blast. Power go, Rossi. One more shot.
Oh, dang. Alright.
I'm feeling much better. A frigid output.
And it's probably going to do the thing it did before. Yep.
Wow, you can actually do that? Veritas
All right.
has graced this battlefield with its touch.
I think it's engraved, not trimmed yet. So I didn't do too bad. Let's see how close I got on that one. Canceling will only give. Okay, cool. So first, let's see how many of my food buffs are left. Let's see how long my food buffs have left. Less than half. Okay. So I definitely am going to need to reapply before I go back in. But, at the very least, to an extent, I've got a better idea what's going on. So, metal. Or wait. I literally was 3 seconds late. I was 3 seconds off. That's crazy. If I had not had that issue where it canceled my thing, I would have had it on the first attempt. Legitimately, it would have been a first try. In other words, this is very doable. Let me use this on the ones that I should use it on. Use this on ones that I should use it on. I tried for it. I got it 6 seconds first try and thought that was bad. You got it 6 seconds first try? Oh, with 6 seconds extra? I think 3 seconds is definitely doable to make up for when I consider like the mistakes I made during it, at least. I just need to try and do better on this one so I don't waste food. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I could craft a lot of that food anyway, but it's fine. I just literally the only thing that blocks me, I think, is fillets, which I got a ton of recently.
A frigid output.
Okay. This is a big part of this fight in a very unfortunate way.
List subject violations. Got you in sight. Passion supercharged. Shoot. Cozy up with gravity.
Analyzing.
Better release. Okay. And to focus on getting the Vaughn's ult up as fast as possible. Love that. Should definitely be somewhat careful about this.
Feel the chill. Ready to blow. Let's get icy. Power shot.
A frigid output.
Who's faster?
Fortunate. Okay.
A frigid output.
Logic yields to none. This was cut. Let us dance. Might of the wind. Let's the flow.
It's fortunate.
Feel the chill.
Take the buff. We'll see.
Ready to play. Let's get icy. One more shot.
That is extremely annoying, but it's fine. I dodged it at like the just slightly too early.
Feel the chill. Opened my eyes. List subject violations. One more shot. Let's flip the world. One simmer down. Passion supercharged. Power fully energized.
Okay, cool, got it.
Been answered.
Second attempt. Let's see it. So that is the deep dive trend metal. Sick. Yeah, I don't think I anything crazy from that, but yeah. Nothing that I particularly want to do too much. Yeah, already. So 203 seconds, and then it doesn't tell you how many you got under. I think it was 3 minutes and 15, so that's 195, so 5 seconds left. Somehow my Yvonne does more damage than my Fangyi. She should. Your Yvonne should do more single target damage than your Fangyi does.
Frosty Bitey.
Or Fangyi, sorry.
I offered.
I mean, mine does way more damage because she's also built to hell. Like, she's super min-maxed and has max masteries and everything.
Endman, I
Fangyi does well. It's just, you know, in a single target environment, she's not going to outdo my Yvonne. But that does not mean I will not enjoy using the team.
From boredom.
Okay. I do wish that you could see your fastest time on your trim medals. I agree. I think it'd be cool. Or like leaderboard. There's all kinds of cool ways they could do it. Honestly. I'm gonna be real, I'd really like... See, like... They're nice, but I definitely prefer the trims on the deep dives. And even the progression deep dive, or the progression trims. This one's crazy looking, though. Like, this one looks insanely cool. Here. Something like this, maybe? I want to see my, like, 20 seconds, where I can run. Yeah, exactly. Same, my Yvonne is maxed as well, my Fangyi, but she just does crazy damage. Yeah, like, well, that's the thing. Yvonne has the best single target out of any 6-star in the game. As far as I'm aware. Like, I don't even think it's a competition. The where she loses out is in AoE, but tangtang exists. So, because tangtang, provides such good AoE as a sub DPS / support, the team itself with both tangtang and Yvonne becomes really well-rounded and just kind of can do everything to an extreme degree.
Did you just call me? Are you looking for my...
Oh yes, I mentioned something about showing my factory to someone. Here is my factory for the new content. Nothing beyond this is particularly interesting. This is my new power storage thing. Yvonne is single target queen, Leva AoE queen, and Rossi / Fangyi are both more mixed, with Rossi being a bit more single target and Fangyi being a bit more AoE. Potentially, yeah. Did you use food buffs to trim the bus? Yeah. I just went in, all in from the start. I didn't restrain myself whatsoever. Okay. If I could produce more grouping, then it would be great. So I think that's what this is missing. Yeah. It's 100%. Or no, I think it's equal. Yeah. What's going in is going out. Okay. If I wanted to make this more efficient, I'd need a whole nother reactor crucible setup, which I'd probably get set up with like conduits and stuff, but I don't have the Cooperium for that at the moment, so we'll have to wait. Maybe when the next area comes out, we'll have more Cooperium. And I will have the ability to handle that. But for now, here we are. By the way, is it normal to have 5 built teams? I mean, it depends on how built they are. I think it's very possible with how the stuff is right now. Because realistically, your supports don't need much in terms of like level up materials and T-creds in comparison to other units. Like your main DPSs are the only real stopping block here, right? So here's my gearing unit. And here's my whatever this is. I should probably just turn this back on. Why not? Yep, liquid heavy Zhuang. Alright. Just bottling all that up and send it in. Okay. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else too crazy going on here. Starting with the next time I'm live, we're doing side quest content, so that's nice. I'll probably do all the side quests, and then once I've done all the side quests, I'll try and get all the like Arlen, the chests, the files, etc. again. So I max myself back out. If we find ways to get more or to min-max more factory stuff, I could potentially use more of my Cuprium. For now, a lot of the Cuprium is kind of necessary for battery production and for med production. Because I need the Cuprium bottles, but I also need the runoff sewage from the Cuprium in order to handle that. Whereas for this, the runoff sewage from the Cuprium is what is helping to make the heavy Shearnite, right? That's why it's having such a easy time with everything. But yeah. Alright, yes, gamers. Let me properly take a look at this. Alrighty. The time has come for me to be ending things off with y'all. If you found this helpful, then feel free to follow me on whatever platform, you know, you happen to be on. I tend to make either short form content, some long form video content, either in the form of like snippets from stream of like story quests and stuff like that, or by making more comprehensive videos on like patch update streams, etc. If you guys have requests for content, I do have a Discord that is publicly available, and I do have a section in the Discord for stream recommendations, or for just, you can use it for whatever, realistically. You can use it for video recommendations if you're like, hey, I really would like if you showed how to do this specific factory setup with a blueprint, or something like that, right? Which that would probably be like a short or something, but I would still be like, hey, cool, why not? And then if I make the video, I'll link it to you or something. You know, I'll let you know. But yes, alright gamers. If, yeah, just everyone have a grand old weekend. I will see you guys next time on Monday. That will be the time, is the Mondays. I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely weekend. A grand old time. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. Thank you all for being here and for watching and all that good stuff. Peace.